Hello, stinkies.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, dummies. How you doing? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final day of the 2025. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's so much better. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Welcome to the final day of the 2025 Loading Ready Run Sub-A-Thon. My name is Adam. I am joined by Paul.
Hello.
And Beej.
I'm over here.
Hello.
Yeah. And
let's see. So, sorry, actually, let's just check.
Yeah.
Can you hear Adam and I at all? Or,
Yeah.
Or,
Can you hear us?
Beej and I?
Yeah.
Adam is probably good, but I'm a little concerned that this might not be so. Yeah. Okay. We're
perfect.
okay.
Sick.
Nice.
All right. Well, welcome to the last day of the Sub-A-Thon. We made it. We got about 9.5 hours, a little over 9.5 hours left. We still got some time to reach that ice cream goal, which is right there. There you go. So all the normal rules that used to apply to the timer now apply to the ice cream goal. Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't want us to not get ice cream, right? So we are going to do a Choose Your Own Adventure book. If you are new here and you haven't seen one of these, boy, are you in for a treat. We've done a couple of these. We've been doing the Lone Wolf series of books. We are currently on book number 3, which is what we're going to do. Before we do start anything, a little quick shout out. Two people that watch us by the names of Artis and Veketchian. They sent us pretty much all of the collector's editions of the books. So we have all the hardcovers.
They sent it to us in ghost form because the books are kind of a green color.
Yeah.
So we actually have ghost versions of the books.
Yeah. So we have all the hardcovers now. It's pretty crazy. But it's still all the old art and everything, you know? So that's pretty neat. Yeah, they are basically just like a single-player RPG, Choose Your Adventures if you've never played them. There's a bunch of dice rolling. There are a few rules. We don't do combat because if you die, then you have to go back to the beginning. Basically, your run's over. And the whole purpose of this stream is you just play through the book and laugh and, you know, poke fun at old fantasy tropes and the way they did things back in the day. So combat is pretty much inconsequential. Most dice rolls are. I don't think that this book has any dice rolls that just outright kill you, like the older fighting fantasy books.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about that. But just so you know that when a combat comes up, and I'll make up some scenario where we kill it handily, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And there's, I think that's pretty much it as far as like a once over about what we do around here. Yeah, just so you know, if you do like this episode and want to watch the rest of it, the first 2 books that we've done are on YouTube on our LRR Tabletop channel. So if you want to go check those out after you watch this, cool, that's great. We have 32 books to get through. Whole series.
I didn't know he signed up for that much.
Yeah, the whole series is 32 books, Paul. So, you know, we're in it for the long haul. Yeah, it's long.
Oh, the reason I'm back here is because I'm keeping notes on this invisible machine.
Yeah. Beej keeps notes on his little computer. He's my oracle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool. We do have the, just because of the author released all of the source material online. So we do have access to all of the pages that we'll be reading while we go through them. So you have something to follow along with if that's what you want to do. And also you get to see all the cool art. There's that like cool, like 80s fantasy art, which is just, it's the best.
Yeah, so the way we have the microphone set up right now, Adam is on, because we only have the 2 mics in here, Adam is on he's got the mic there in front of him, and then we've got another microphone sort of trying to get Beej and I.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we are kind of at different distances from it.
It'll get Paul better than it gets Beej, sadly.
Yeah, so I'm trying to move that mic up high enough that you can hear us, but isn't going to pick up Adam weirdly.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be okay. Beej, just be noisy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. Yeah, don't worry.
Don't you worry.
I will make my presence felt.
All right, we'll get. There's actually a little story so far excerpt that I can read, rather than giving you my rundown of the story, which will be. I guess if I had to give you a rundown,
Please do.
it would be acolyte in a monk monastery gets banished to the woods to pick up sticks, but while he's gone, or gets punished, not banished, but punished to pick up sticks in the woods. And while he's gone, the entire monastery gets attacked by demons and dies, and he's the last one left.
So he says, hey, why don't I pretend to be a master?
Yeah. Yeah, he just he pretty much just he's like, I gotta get to the capital to tell the king that we're all getting it, like the monastery is destroyed.
Yeah.
And so we're running to the castle, we come across the prince of the land, he gets shot by an arrow and dies. And we come across a wizard who's being attacked, and we left him.
Yep.
Yeah, we just left him. We didn't say anything. We didn't interact with each other whatsoever.
It's not going to come up.
It's not going to come up. And then we walked into a spooky cemetery and pretty much just walked straight through with nothing bad happened. It was like a Disney ride.
We just used our mind powers to get through the cemetery.
Yes. And then we unlocked the door with our brain.
We killed an old mentally ill man.
Yeah, we got it. We finally got to the city. We killed an old man, completely out of self-defense.
Yep.
And then we decided to climb up on top of the buildings and do some parkour. And then we jumped into the castle.
Yes.
And then the king was like, "Good job, you're the best, but we have a problem. We need to find the summer sword of summer lending, summer sword.
Yeah.
Some sword of summer sword, summer lending." Yeah. And so he's like, well, we got to go find the sword. And he's like, don't worry, chief, I got it. So they put you on a boat, and the boat crashes, and everyone on the boat dies except for you.
Yes.
And then you end up on the mainland, and God, what else happened?
We take a series of carriages.
Yes, we took a series of carriages on towards our quest. You
didn't even get in the. Weren't you just like on the top of the carriage?
Yeah, we jumped on top of it
for a while. Yeah.
And then the guy driving the carriage is like, "Am I being robbed?" And you're like, "No, here's a gold piece. Take me where I need to go."
You're being reverse robbed.
But I'm not getting into it. Yeah.
You're robbing me.
I should be paying you.
So, and then we ended up in a cave system, and there are basically what are they in Lord of the Rings? Ring wraiths.
Oh yeah, the Nazgul.
Nazgul. Yeah. There we go. There's essentially Nazgul.
Except they can shapeshift.
Yeah.
And
we got attacked, and then we ended up in a series of tunnels. We got robbed by rats. Mm-hmm. They took all our gold, and then we got through the tunnels pretty much pain-free. Mm-hmm. And then we found the sword.
We met a dwarf king, and he was like, "Let me do some mumbo jumbo," and then the sword came out of the ground or something.
Yeah. We just showed up, and we're like, "I'm a monk," and he's like, "Say less," and he just gives you the sword, and you're like, "Cool, man, thanks."
Hey, are you Lord of the Kind? Like, I suppose.
Yeah, by default, yes. I'm the last one left, and that's pretty much it.
Oh no! Then we sailed back.
Oh yeah. Then we sailed back and we killed the main villain off screen.
Yeah.
We shot him with a laser beam and he died.
Yep.
And that was it. Then the book ended.
Yep.
And they're like, "Yay, everybody wins." So
I guess we're not making more of these.
No, that's
32 books later.
Well, I mean, the money. Then they drove up to my house with a dump truck full of money, and I was like, "Well, I got to make 30 more of these things."
Yeah, I wonder if this was like intended to be the end of the series, and it's like, oh hey, it's popular.
It's actually making money. So. Yeah. I don't even need to give you this. I will give you this story so far the way the book's written, because they probably explain it a lot better. They do. They probably keep out the part where we killed the old man in the city.
Oh yeah.
And then where we got robbed by rats, because generally, like when someone's retelling a hero story, they don't. We
leave out that part.
Yeah, we leave out the part where the giant rat king robbed us.
He was bravely robbed by rats.
Yeah. So the rat king was pretty hot though. Are we all ready? Is everybody comfy? Got your water or whatever? We chilling?
I think we're good. And just to reiterate, hopefully the audio is sounding better now.
Sounds
We've got
okay
a good balance here.
Sounds okay to me.
Sorry if it's not as tight as I think, but we're in Studio A now.
Yeah.
Instead of our usual setup. So
yes.
All right.
We had to make some compromises, All right, the story so far. In the northern land of Summerland, it has been the custom for many centuries for parents to send their most gifted children. We are not the most gifted children.
I mean, no. Well, it's your parents' most gifted child.
Yeah.
Maybe your brother's like a super mess up. Yeah.
Oh man, we're of Goofus and Gallant. We just happen to be Gallant, and our Goofus ass brother is stuck. Okay.
I think we can teach this kid Mind Blast.
Yeah. Give to children the monastery of the Kai on the occasion of their 7th birthday. There they are taught the skills and disciplines of their noble ancestors. The Kai are masters of their art, and the children in their charge love and respect them in spite of the hardships of their training. You are Lone Wolf. You are now the last of the Kai of Summerland. 1 year ago, your beloved homeland was invaded by the ancient enemy of your people, the Dark Lords of Helgadad.
Wait, so we've got does that mean we have got a time jump in here?
Yeah.
I guess so.
The initial attack devastated the Kai monastery. All of your brave warrior order were in attendance for the Feast of the Famarn, the celebration of the first day of spring. You were the sole survivor. You made a perilous journey to Homegard, the capital of Summerland, where King Ulnar V had set you upon a desperate quest for help. Your mission was fraught with great dangers and great urgency, for Summerland was being swiftly overrun. During your quest, you learned that your country had been betrayed by one of its own magicians. When did we learn? We didn't learn that. Wait, where? We missed.
Wow.
I think we missed something.
This is new to us. We missed this. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. Cool.
Vonatar the traitor.
Yeah, Vonatar the traitor. In exchange for the promise.
We probably should have guessed
From
his name that we should.
Yeah, why we name him Vonatar the traitor?
That was a mistake.
Hello, I'm here to apply for the court magician. What's your name? Vonatar the traitor.
Oh, the traitor, like somebody who trades. Yes, Vonatar the traitor.
Yeah, it's a family name.
I trade things.
I have wool. Okay.
That was the wizard on the ghoul boat. Oh.
F that guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, he died before we learned his name.
Yeah. In exchange for the promise of the secret of the evil right-handed magic wielded by the Nadziranim, the sorcerers of the Darklands. He married it with his own magic and obtained an unprecedented power. His agents were abroad, seeking to kill you at every opportunity, but your skill and determination crushed their evil aims. You destroyed the enemy leader, Dark Lord Zagarna, Archlord of the Darklands, at the gates of Holmgard, having returned from Duernar at the head of a great skilled allied fleet. Much of Summerland was ruined during the invasion. The rich farmlands were laid waste, and many towns and villages were razed. But the Summerlending are a resilient people, and undaunted by the task ahead, they set about rebuilding Summerland with such determination that now, 1 year later, the scars inflicted by Dark Lord Zagarna and his mighty army are few. For the crucial part that you played in the great victory, the king bestowed upon you the rank and title of Fry Earl? Fry Earl?
Like a guy who works like the fry machine.
Fry Cook of Summerland.
Cook of Summerland. It is a rare honor for one so young. The ruins of the Kai Monastery and much of the surrounding lands are now Fryland under your protection. Work to rebuild the monastery was due to commence when disturbing news from the north prompted the king to summon you back to the capital. Many merchants returning from the summer trading expeditions to Kalte told of the fall of the Brumelmar, the leader of the Kaltese people, who are commonly referred to as ice barbarians by the last landers after years of sporadic and bloody raids. The description they gave of the hunchback magician who has succeeded the fierce Brumelmar fits only one man, Vonatar the traitor. After the defeat of Dark Lord Zagarna's army, Vonatar escaped to the frozen wastes of Kalte. He made his way to the ice fortress of Akaya, where, by deception, he tricked the cruel Brumelmar into adopting him as his personal magician.
My king.
He just wanted to find his forever home, you know?
For a guy with last name Trader, he's done remarkably well for himself.
Yeah. It was a mistake that cost the barbarian leader his fortress and his life.
Ooh.
The news that Vonatar still lives spread like wildfire throughout Summerland. Thousands of Summerlending marched to the capital and demanded the king that Vonatar be made to pay for his treachery. So great was the outcry that the king gave a solemn pledge that the evil traitor would be brought back to Holmgard and made to stand trial for his crimes. For you, Lone Wolf, the king's promise is one that only you can keep. It is the start of a quest that will pit you against a hated foe in a place colder and harsher than you have ever known. It will take you to the Caverns of Kalte.
So the king is like, I promise that we will bring this guy to justice.
Yeah.
You bring this guy to justice. Also, so that was a little bit different than the version we have here. So just so you know, the version, we've got this online version that was very nicely put into the public domain by the author. But there has since been an update to it, which is the new version, which is what Adam has here. He's got the definitive version. So there's some slight differences. My favorite of the differences I noticed while you were going through there is that it says the fall of Brumalar, whatever they got.
Yeah.
Who was just called the leader of the ice barbarians. Whereas in yours it was like leader of the people of this place.
Yeah.
Who some people call ice barbarians.
Racists. You know,
There's some, I feel like there's some sensitivity training happening there. Yeah.
So the first thing we always do, every book that you play through in this series, there are a set of abilities that you get, and you get to pick a new one for each book that we finish. So currently, there's a choice of between 10 of them. And you don't really need to know what they do, but right now, currently, we have Mind Over Matter, which is basically moving things with your brain. Yeah, think of like Mentalk, the Mind Taker.
Yeah.
We have Hunting, which means that we don't have to. We can generally skip meals a lot of the time, unless the game or the book specifically says, like, if you have Hunting, you can't actually hunt here because.
Right.
Yeah. But being able to get free food in this game is actually really good because they do punish you very heavily. If you're following all the rules the way it's supposed to be played, if you don't eat, you just slowly die.
You take damage.
Yeah. We have weapon skills with maces, which we don't use at all because we never do combat in this game.
Well, and also, it's like, you have weapon skill with maces. Here's this awesome magical sword.
Oh yeah, we have a sword that shoots nukes.
Yeah, well, and we'll never be able to lose it.
Yeah.
So
we have Mind Shield, which is Mind Shield. We have Sixth Sense, which lets you pick up on things that are seen and unseen, basically. And we have Animal Kinship, which lets us talk to animals.
Yes.
So we get to pick one more.
all of which came in very handy the last book.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's like Mind Shield has shown up like once or twice.
Yeah. Hunting has been the biggest one. That one is constantly just like...
And Sixth Sense, I think, was the
Sixth
second
Sense has been good.
Sixth Sense has been very good in terms of like, if you've got Sixth Sense, choose, page 5.
And they're
if
like,
you
it's
don't,
dangerous.
if you don't, choose the bad way.
It's like, good luck. Yeah.
So do you have a short list of what you want for this time, or do you want to go over all the other ones?
Well, I mean, the ones that are left, like camouflage came up a lot last time, and tracking also, so it's probably one of those two.
Yeah.
So it's like tracking or camouflage, and I think I'm just going to go with tracking.
All right.
I mean, it seems like you're going to get all of the disciplines pretty quick here.
Yeah, you're going to finish it off.
I guess that's when you become a Kai master.
Yes. I do think, like, in the Kai storyline, there's only 2 more books after this one.
Yeah.
There's 5 total for this first,
okay.
and then it's like a different... Same world, I think, but same story. I don't know how it works, but I guess we'll find out when we get there.
It's just the same stories, but from like a different character's perspective. Like you get to be the magician at some point.
Yeah.
It's like this Kai walks into your room while you're beating up goblins, and just before he helps you, he walks away. What do you do? It's like, I guess I accept it.
I guess. Also, before we leave for the ice barbarian land, the king has decided that he'll give us some gold. Normally we have this cool little, well, not cool, I shouldn't say cool. Cool is an overstatement.
Yeah.
We have a piece of paper that lets you select randomly rather than rolling a dice, but I'll just roll a dice because you can't see. We don't have the overhead on this one. So, I got a 9. So we get 19 gold. Sick. Perfect.
What do you not? I mean, don't you have like? Weren't you like a earl of whatever?
Yeah.
Fry earl.
Yeah.
Don't you have like land holdings and stuff now?
Probably.
You have like ton of money.
Are you going to turn down money? regardless of how much money you have. If I was a millionaire and someone's like, "You want $100,000?" I'd be like, "Sure."
I suppose.
Yeah.
If I was a millionaire and someone was like, "Do you want $19?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah. That's a way better. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah, I'll take that $19,
Yeah.
dude.
Shit, I could buy lunch with that.
I could go to McDonald's.
I could buy lunch for 2 days on that.
And then they give us a table to pick stuff off of, but I don't think we need to take any of them. It's like...
Well, we gave up a lot of stuff, like we gave up our chainmail and we
Oh
gave
yeah,
up
I
some
guess
other
we
shit.
lost some of their stuff, but I mean, I will take like the rations and then probably the potion, and you may take two. Oh, any two, so potion and meal. Yeah. Let's
Nice.
take potion.
We travel light.
And then more meals. I have enough for 7 meals on me currently.
Sick. All right.
We got a week's worth of food in our backpack.
Does that mean you've got a? Is it so now? You started as an initiate.
Yeah.
You begin Lone Wolf Adventures. So is that? Are you moving up one per? Like, are you a guardian now?
Yeah, I'm a guardian now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody said that the rations are special at this point. Are they? Like, does the description in the book say they're special in any way?
It just says special rations, but it just says counts as 1 meal.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it.
There are some, because you last game you did get a couple of rations that were like, when you eat this, you also heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem like those are these.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're ready to start. Oh, this is a long entry. Okay. Everybody get comfy. Even before you accept the task of bringing Vonatar to justice, preparations were being made for your voyage to Kalt. The captain of the summer-lending warship Carnival, having returned from a long Kaltese patrol, or Kaltersea? I guess it's Kaltersea. Yeah, you'd think it would be Kaltese, you know?
Yeah.
Kaltersea patrol was ordered...
Cultish patrol.
Wait a minute. Was ordered to await your arrival at Anscaven. During the night, food, ice equipment, and canoe dog teams were taken on board. The mission was highly secret. Only senior members of the crew were told the true nature of the voyage that lay ahead. The plan is to set you ashore at Hal Bluff. Drop anchor and await your return. An elite team of trusted guides will lead you from the bluff to Akaya. Once inside the ice fortress, you are to hunt down and capture Vonatar, and then return with your guides to the ship. Your mission must be accomplished within 30 days at most, for winter is closing in, and no ship can withstand the grip of the Kalt pack ice. If you do not return in time, the captain will be forced to set sail without you. For 6 days, the Carnival sails across the stormy Kaltersea without running into a storm, but every day the temperature steadily drops until a layer of ice covers the decks. On the morning of the 7th day, the snow-capped island of Tola is sighted on the horizon. Soon after, a light wind rises from the west. At first, there appears to be little danger, but within half an hour, a furious blizzard is blowing, and all sight of land quickly vanishes in the scudding drift. All day, the furious gale rages. Tremendous winds slice the tops of the huge gray waves, and water crashes over the decks, masts and rigging of the ship, freezing almost immediately to solid ice. The sides of the ship become several feet thick with seawater. It is... Can we close that door?
Not
Fully?
anymore.
Oh, not anymore, because the... Yeah, okay. It is not until early evening that the weather clears, and although the wind still blows strongly, the force of the gale is spent. You are soon to discover that the gale has blown the ship nearly 30 miles off course, along the lip of the Liuk ice shelf. You know that to return to Hal Bluff would waste a precious day, so you decide to land on the ice shelf and start your mission from there. As the last of the canoe dogs are carried ashore, your guides tell you of the 2 possible routes to Akaya from here. The first route involves a 130-mile trek to Cloudmaker Mountain, and then, following the difficult terrain of the Vlad Glacier, a further 100 miles must be covered before you arrive at the ice fortress. The alternative route involves a longer journey of nearly 180 miles into Hrad Basin, followed by a trek of 100 miles through Storm Giant Pass to Akaya. Even if the weather and your luck hold good, either route will involve 10 days of hard trekking before you reach your goal. You should consult the map of Kalt before making your decision. If you wish to attempt the shorter but more difficult Vlad Glacier route, turn to 160. If you wish to take the longer but easier Hrad Basin and Storm Giant Pass route, turn to 273.
is Storm Giant Pass dangerous? It's like, no, don't worry. There aren't really storm giants.
That's a name, yeah.
They're more like rain giants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, another random thing that changed that I find weird.
Yeah.
You said, at least, soon a light wind rises from the west. Whereas in this, it's a light wind rises from the east.
Oh, really? Yeah, it says west in my book. That's
I feel
so
like,
funny.
did somebody, it's like somebody like, excuse me, the lore of this area would indicate there is a large landmass to the east, so it doesn't make any sense that there would be a wind coming from that direction. The prevailing winds, which you specified in this book, indicate that it should be coming from the west.
Is there more notes of the book club, the fan club? Where somebody was like, actually, we discovered that.
There isn't an annotation on this one.
Yeah. Well, let's take the hard route. 160.
The shorter but harder route.
Yeah.
We do have the map here. If you want to check this out.
Oh yeah.
We got a map here that we can look at. I don't know what that is supposed to tell us.
That doesn't really tell us much of anything, but
it looks cool though.
It looks cool, but I don't feel like the frost giant thing is actually harder. This might be one of those choose your own adventure things where they tell you it's easier, but it's not actually easier. You know? It's like, oh yeah, it's way easier. Frost giant pass, get through so easy. 160.
The fact that you can choose at this point, would indicate that like there's
two halves to book.
There's like a large chunk of the book that is different.
Yeah.
Unless this chunk is actually, it's like you go through it, it's fine, and then you actually go to the main part. But anyway,
you get to play half the book. God damn it.
Your transport to Akaya consists of 2 sledges, each drawn by a team of 6 Kanu dogs. This sturdy breed is native to Kalte and makes for ideal sledge dogs. Their thick, tawny coats and powerful chests, as well as their vigor and enthusiasm, even in the coldest climates, make them well suited for the work ahead. On board each sledge is enough food and equipment for the mission. Your 3 guides, Irian, Fenor, and Dice, are all experienced trappers. They are skilled at survival in the icy desert and know its many unseen dangers.
I'm afraid that it's like there's enough food in the thing for a long time, and you have all these people to help you. You're gonna lose all of this.
Yeah, this is all gone, dude. I've already in my brain. I've already been like, yeah, this is all gone. Yeah,
don't ask Dice for help because he's just gonna be like, shoot, I don't know, pick something at random.
I would love if these 3 are definitely like the stereotypical wetlander.
Yeah.
you know, summerlander.
They're like, is it too cold out here for your tiny little cold feet?
Once the dogs are harnessed, you and Dice climb aboard your sledge and signal to the others to lead the way. As you stare across the frozen expanse of the Liuk, I don't even know how you pronounce that, but I'm going to go with Liuk, ice shelf, you can see a white glare on the distant horizon. This is the Vlad Glacier Wall, the point where the flow of ice meets the frozen sea. Through the crisp, clear air of Kalte, it looks no more than 6 miles away at most, but in reality, it's nearer to 60. You make good progress on the first day, and as darkness approaches, you decide to set up camp for the night. You halt inside a circle of ice pillars that have been forced upwards by the constant moving ice shelf. The sledges are drawn together, and the tent is erected beside them. Once the canvas is secured and the Kanu dogs have been settled for the night, you begin to prepare your evening meal. Suddenly, a terrifying roar is heard outside the tent. Oh, I gotta think of a nice Irian. By the gods! Cries Irian. A Baknar! Baknar are large carnivorous creatures that dwell near the Kalte coastline. Their usual prey are aquatic birds such as gallings or small ostrils that live at the sea's edge. But this Baknar has been attracted by the scent of the dogs. It is going to attack and eat several of your sledge dog team. If you have the Kai discipline of hunting, turn to 204. If you have the Kai discipline of animal kinship, turn to 318. If you have neither of these skills or choose not to use them, the only way to stop the Baknar from slaughtering your dog teams is by use of force, turn to 78.
I was really hoping that it's like, if you want to just go back to sleep and ignore it, and just, you're fine with your sled dogs.
Oh, it's on I? It's on L? It's
Viad? Seduce the Baknar.
Okay. It's Viad Great Glacier? My bad. It looks like an L. Nope, that's an I. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, my bad. Viod Glacier.
So we have both of these disciplines.
Yeah. Animal kinship it is, brother.
Oh, so you're going to try to talk him out of
Yeah,
it?
yeah, sure. Maybe it's just grumpy. What if it's like one of the, you know, the situation where the mouse and the lion with the thorn in its paw, and
Yeah.
it's just really upset. you know?
Yeah. It's 318.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Old man eyes. Yeah. You sense the Baknar is desperate for food. Your Kai discipline will be useless.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
For you will not be able to order it away from the camp now that it has detected the Kanu dogs. However, you know that Baknar are fearless hunters, fearless of everything except one thing, fire. Grabbing a torch from a pile of equipment, you light it and race out of the tent. It is dark and snowing heavily, but a movement to your right betrays the Baknar as it comes late eloping towards you. It is getting ready to pounce when the sight of the guttering flames makes it shriek with terror. Moments later, it has turned and disappeared into the night. Kanu dogs are safe, but to make sure that the Baknar does not return, you agree to take it in turns to sit watch with a torch and a weapon close to hand to continue turn to 134. There's actually, I didn't realize,
Okay. Nice.
I don't know if this is new for this book specifically, but there is art of, that's what it looked like. There's lore in the back.
Ooh.
I guess you can't really see it. There's a bunch of lore. There's lore in the back about stuff you run into. But it says here, Baknar are large, carnivorous, bipedal creatures with thick white fur and ridged horns. Indigenous only to Kalte, they usually dwell near the coastline. They stand almost twice the height of a man. These tundra-adapted beasts are only truly at home in the ice and snow of their frigid domain. Baknar are fierce predators and usually attack in packs of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't in the original ones.
Huh.
There's only one here. They have been known to set ambushes for the trappers of Kalte. Their typical prey is gowling or smaller ostrils, 2 common breeds of birds that live on the sea's edge. But they are also known to hunt and attack humans. Baknar are known to sleep for up to 3 days after a large meal. Just like me, for real. Yeah. They are preyed upon by Kalkoth, and, like these savage predators, Baknar are also afraid of fire.
I love this idea that it's like you're reading your character's actually reading this info. It's like, yeah, I scared that guy away. Okay, what's his? So it usually attacks in packs of 3. Huh. 2 more attacking from behind.
While you're busy staring down the first one, the other one's coming from the side.
Clever,
Yeah, wait a minute.
Clever girl. So
Apparently,
we go to 134.
Apparently, we also attack in packs of 3.
The following morning, you awake at dawn to the welcome sight of Fenor preparing a hot breakfast. He passes you a steaming bowl, and gratefully you eat its contents. Then you begin loading the equipment into the sledges for today's journey. It is a beautiful morning. The wind has dropped, and the air is fresh and clear. The Kanu dogs are strong and eager to be off, and for most of the day, the ice is smooth and the running easy. By nightfall, you have reached Siem Island, a pinnacle of granite rising through the ice shelf to a height of 400 feet. You make camp at the leeward side of the island in order to avoid the worst of the night winds. Pick a number on the random number table.
Yeah.
All right. We get a 1. 6. 57?
57.
I love random choice.
I like that the breakfast was, he hands you a steaming bowl, you eat its contents. I'm like, it didn't occur to you to be like porridge or
Yeah,
like,
what is it?
Just say what it is.
Nope.
It's anything you want it to be.
It's best not to think
It's
about
like that
it.
scene in Hook.
Like Backnar shit. Like,
You're doing it, Peter. It's
Right.
just empty. They just give you a bowl of steam.
red shit, awesome.
I love red shit. The next day, it said 50. I said 57, right?
Yeah.
The next day is bitterly cold. A fierce northerly wind blows relentlessly, beating your face and drying your lips until they crack and bleed. Your nose begins to run, but the mucus instantly freezes on your lips. The sun is obscured by a thick layer of falling snow that mutes the light. Snow mounds and small potholes in the ice become invisible, and the journey is often brought to a halt when a sledge overturns or jams. Great strain is put on your eyes by the constant glare as you search the rough ice, which can be very hazardous. By midday, your vision has become a blur. If you have the Kai discipline of healing, turn to 17. If you do not possess a skill, turn to 251. I do not have healing. Nope. Sure don't.
Because we're like, healing, that implies us getting hurt.
Yeah. 251. Oh no. Also, we just don't track endurance. Like, our life points don't really matter.
That's
you know
fair.
what I mean? It's just
Unless in this case, it's like, it's not like you're getting hurt from a fight.
yeah.
So if it applies like an interesting thing
Yeah.
that isn't just like, oh, you're a little bit hurt.
Yeah. It's like lose an item or something, you know? In the afternoon, your journey towards the glacier becomes far more laborious. The blood vessels in both your eyes begin to swell until you feel as though your eyeballs are being tattooed with red-hot needles. And your eyelids are full of grit and sand. Fenrir is the first to notice your condition, and he halts the sledges. Snow blindness, he says, tearing an old rag into long strips of bandage. If you go on like that, you'll go mad with pain before nightfall. You lose 2 endurance points. Your sore eyes are swathed in bandages, and you are made to be amongst the equipment. Lie amongst the equipment at the rear of the sledge. Then the trek continues. By nightfall, you reach the edge of the Viad Glacier. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to wear some sunglasses or
I'm
something.
just surprised that these guys weren't like, he knows what snow blindness is, and it's like, they didn't think to be like, oh right, we need to give you those bone glasses that they give you.
Or like with the little slits in them.
Yeah, the Inuit make, right? Yeah.
They're probably all wearing those and just didn't talk about it to you.
Yeah. He's like, where's his gut? He'll be fine.
So are the glasses just part of the outfit, or do you need it? No, we don't need them for anything. It's...
Oh, snow blindness! I forgot about snow blindness. That's why we wear these.
Hey, Fenrir, we forgot about snow blindness. He's like, shit. You know?
We thought he was magical.
Yeah. He's like, Kai Warrior, I don't know. What do you want?
We assumed you'd have some sort of Kai special thing.
Yeah. As gradually the light fades, a blizzard arises. It blows across the open ice shelf and batters relentlessly against the tent. Flapping canvas and the pain in your fingers and toes are beginning to wear on your nerves. Now you wish that you had never set foot in this icy hell. In the middle of the night, the wind rips away the edge of the canvas and the full force of the gale scatters your equipment and provisions. Who fucking called it?
Yeah. You said it.
Yeah. You are forced to spend the rest of the night on your elbows, digging with frozen fingers to the edge of the tent. Your sleeping furs fill with the half-frozen slush, and by dawn, your clothes are stiff with ice. Lose 3 endurance points, or only 1 if you have applied Bacnar oil. We did not apply Bacnar oil. Make the necessary adjustment on your action chart before continuing your mission and turning to 167. Wow, this is...
So it's just like you have no equipment. Is that what that... Like,
No.
is this saying you have no equipment?
No, we just took some damage. I think we just spent
I
all
see.
that time digging it or getting it back, you know?
Right.
So,
I guess if you had fought the Bacnar, you would have had Bacnar oil.
yeah, that's true.
Ouch.
But you know what?
So
Violence is
you've taken what, 5 endurance points of
Yeah.
damage so far?
I mean, our max health is 26, so it's not that bad, really, if you think about it.
What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, right?
True, it's true. I'm going to pull up my bootstraps. The gale gradually drops, the air clears, and the Viad Glacier is revealed in all its grand splendor. The even surface of the ice crystal looks like a carpet of snow glittering with gems of every hue: yellow, violet, blue, green, orange, and crimson. Yet the crystals are of such brilliance in the sunlight, they would put any jewel in the shade. The ice wall rises over 800 feet, and for the main part, it is smooth and very steep climb. Although the weather is fine, it takes the best part of a day to climb the glacier's edge. All of the equipment has to be unloaded and taken to the top of the glacier where it is repacked into the sledges. The Kana dogs do hardly anything but fight, and your food is so shaken up in the climb that a gruesome mush is all that remains of it. By the end of the climb, you are exhausted. With daylight fading fast, you decide to pitch camp in the shelter of a natural ice bowl and settle down to a much-needed night's rest.
What'd you call me?
Do we like climb up the wall with the dogs?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just strap a dog to your back and climb up to the top.
I
Cool.
think probably.
Leave
Yeah.
him with another dog, you know? It's like that goose.
Chicken, fox,
Yeah. Except
salt
it's 8 dogs.
situation,
Yeah.
or grain, I guess.
I'm just
box and
imagining
then
it's you're climbing up and just like there's like 6 dogs in like a line hanging below you
Yeah.
as you're
just
climbing
sitting
up.
there, they're just hanging.
Yeah,
like,
hanging
they're
in
not
their
doing it. They're
their
not
little
making a
harnesses.
noise. Yeah. Pick a random number.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Wow.
5. 6 or less turn to 85. I never know if low or high is good, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
There's more of the high number in this, so that's probably bad.
Yeah.
If you look over on the ice wall, there's Duncan, Idaho, also going for a climb. Down below, there's a couple ladies watching him,
Yeah.
biting their lips.
For 3 days and nights, you fight your way northwards across the tortuous glacier. Falls, bruises, cut shins, awkward crevasses, razor-edged ice, and the constant bitter wind all conspire to sap your strength. However, you count yourself very lucky to have so far avoided a blizzard, and after a fatiguing trek, you eventually reach the shelter of Cloudmaker Mountain in time to set up camp here for the night. This huge mountain is over 13,000 feet high and shaped like a giant shark's fin. As the cold west winds blow around its peak, great plumes of cloud trail away across the Viad Glacier. It is this strange phenomenon that gives the mountain its apt name. Fortunately, you were able to find an ideal campsite among the shattered fissures at its rock-strewn base. Quickly, the tent is up, and you are under canvas once again. You have left the tent to answer a call of nature when you discover, purely by chance, what appears to be a faint glow of torchlight seeping from a small crack in the rocks above. If you have the Kai discipline of 6th sense, turn to 98. Yeah, I do.
Investigate. I like, and if you just want to ignore it, like,
Weird. It just goes back to bed, yeah.
6th sense.
You sense the presence of someone or something lurking inside the fissure. You are unable to tell for sure if their intentions are good or evil.
Great, thanks, 6th sense.
Yeah, cool, man.
The torch that you can see indicates that there's somebody holding the torch.
There's someone there. I don't know if they're good or evil, though. Wait a minute, that's what anybody would do.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not a Kai master. Hey. This sword says.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
6th
sword
sense
blow.
says you better shut your face.
Yeah, I'll explore it. Yeah, they got me. I'll bite.
What's page?
49.
49.
You have climbed 15 feet to a thin ice ledge. From here, you get a clear view of the fissure. You think you catch a glimpse of someone in the distance when suddenly the ice gives way beneath your feet, and you fall headlong in a roaring tumble of granite and snow. You prepare yourself for the shock of impact, but you plunge straight into a crevasse, hidden beneath a layer of powdery snow. For what seems like forever, you crash and tumble downwards. Finally, you come to rest in a deep drift of soft snow, some 200 feet below the surface. Blinded, dazed, and half suffocated by the powdery snow, you begin to claw your way out of the icy grave. When eventually you free yourself, you are astounded by the sight that meets your eyes. A vast corridor disappears away into the distance as far as your eye can see. Huge stalactites of crystal hang from its icy ceiling, and the constant drip of melting snow fills the echoing corridor with a strangely musical sound. You shout for help until your throat becomes dry and sore, but your guides do not hear you. You still have your weapons, gold crowns, and any special items, but you are without a backpack.
No!
It's still in your tent. What do you mean, man? Remember last book when we were like, yeah, if you don't have a backpack, here's a backpack. And like, how do the people keep losing their backpack? Well, we finally lost our first backpack.
Yeah. Shit.
We're gonna really want that backpack. I'm pretty sure.
So hold up. We keep all of our special items, our gold, and our weapons on us. What? I mean, I guess in our backpack is what?
Rations and potions.
Our food and our blanket that we have.
Oh, yeah.
We have a fur blanket. Yeah.
You have really big pockets.
Yeah.
It's your fanny. You got like a fanny
We got a
pack.
fanny pack? Yeah. We have a medieval fanny pack. Now we're talking. Looking up, you see that the hole through which you have fallen is now just a tiny speck on the roof of the passage. You notice that the strange light of the ice corridor seems to come from large stone bowls hanging from the ceiling. These are Shiante Malere bowls, a source of eternal light brought to Magnamund by the ancients many ages ago. You soon realize that your guides may never find out where you are, and quickly resolve to follow the corridor in hope of finding another exit. After 2 hours of walking, you arrive at a junction where the corridor splits in two. So we walked a straight line for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just like a corridor. Yeah.
It's just like and then we come to a split.
It's like, oh, perfect.
Oh, cool.
Finally, something to do.
If you have the Kai discipline of tracking, that's us.
Hell yeah.
We
Boom.
just took that. 342, that's us. You die.
Rewarded immediately.
It won't reward us. It's going to punish us somehow. 342. Your Kai discipline of tracking reveals to you that the right tunnel heads east and the left tunnel heads north. You are now directly beneath Cloudmaker Mountain. Consult the map of Cult at the beginning of this book before you decide which tunnel you should enter. Let me see.
I like that now we're into the whole thing of like, were you in Boy Scouts? Do you know how to read a map?
No, I don't. I never did Boy Scouts. I was in Beavers, but they don't teach you anything important in Beavers,
No,
dude.
just
I
how
don't
to
even,
get along with kids.
yeah, you just come and hang out and maybe drink some orange juice, and that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you do any crafts?
I think we did, yeah.
All right.
Where's this map?
Teach you to tie a knot.
Okay, so we're beneath Cloudmaker Mountain, right?
Yes.
And we need to go to... Where are we heading again? The Hrod Basin? No, we're heading to...
We're not going to Storm Giant Pass.
No, because
were
we're
doing the
here.
shorter one, right?
We're here.
Right. Okay.
We're right underneath this thing, right?
Yeah.
And they want us to go east or north. I don't think east is the right way. Isn't east where we came from?
Because we're trying to get to the Ice Fortress ultimately.
Yeah, we gotta go north.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. We want to go north, brother. East will get us lost. Yeah, North Tunnel, 284. Dude, if we just walk right into the 284. After a few hundred yards, you find yourself standing in a huge cavern that spreads out in all directions for as far as your eye can see. You have entered the Caverns of Kalte.
Hey!
You are now looking. This is when the main title comes up. And you are now looking upon an uncharted world that few summer lending have ever seen. It's so weird that they call the people just summer lending.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you are a summer lending.
Not summer lenders. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This massive underground labyrinth was constructed by the ancients many ages before the summer lending or the cultists set foot on Magnamund. Its wide avenues, temples, plazas, and arenas once echoed to the sounds of a species of creature for whom the ice held no discomforts, the Chianti. Chianti Malare bowls still hang up from the ceiling, bathing the caverns in their eternal light. You trek steadily northwards for nearly 6 hours until you arrive at the bank of a fast-flowing meltwater river. On the opposite bank, you see a tunnel leading off into the distance. You can find no apparent way of crossing the deep water except by using the ice floes that are bobbing up and down on the surface. By jumping from one flow to the next, you could get to the opposite bank, but it will not be an easy task. You will have to jump at least 3 of the icy slabs in order to reach the other side. Pick a number from the random number table. If you have the Kai discipline of hunting, you may add 2 to the number you have picked. If your current endurance points total is less than 8, deduct 2 from the number you have picked.
Ooh.
Well, it's not, so
So you're fine.
All right.
don't
So you want to get higher than you want to get 4 or higher.
Oh, we have hunting, so we can add 2. Yeah, we have hunting.
So you want to get 4 or higher, which means you want to get 2 or higher.
Yeah. Surely we don't want to roll a 1.
A 0 or a
Okay, 7. Nice, 176. Okay.
for the I believe in the context of this game, 0 is 0, not 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, 0 is 0.
All right, you did it.
176. You run for the tunnel entrance, quickly leaving the icy river far behind. You follow the tunnel for countless hours as it wends its way northwards. It becomes impossible to recall what hour of the day it is. The perpetual half-light of these caverns never changes. Through fissures in the wall of the tunnel, you catch glimpses of other chambers, and it makes you marvel at the sheer scale of this ancient labyrinth.
Oh no. I hope we don't have to do a
Maze.
maze.
Yeah. You are nearly asleep on your feet when you suddenly detect the aroma of cooked meat. It is coming from a chamber just a few yards ahead to your right. The delicious aroma reminds you that you are very hungry and must soon eat a meal. If you wish to investigate the chamber, turn to 5. If you wish to ignore the chamber, you can continue by turning to 132. I will never turn down anything they ever tell me, like,
Free meal.
free meal.
Yeah. $19.
Number 5, yeah. There is an illustration.
Ooh.
There it
That guy.
is.
Yeah, there it is. Dude, old art is the best, man. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, right guy.
Oh, it's so good. God, the old art rules. You can see 2 men in ragged clothes huddled together beside a fire that is burning inside a metal bowl. Over the flames, the skinned carcass of a small animal is roasting on a spit. The men are old and mumble incessantly under their breath as they stare deeply into the darkness. Cursed voyage. Cursed ship. What was it?
Oh shit.
Ghost ship, cursed voyage. Yeah,
yeah.
ghost ship, cursed voyage. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Foul something.
Something, yeah. If you wish to approach them and ask if they will share some of their food, turn to 295. You choose to raise your weapon and attack them, turn to 14. If you decide to ignore them, I mean, you're not going to ask them, right? They don't look clean.
The quick note, the original description: the men are old and toothless, and they have a strange glint of madness in their slanted eyes.
Oh, well, why did they leave that part in my... They left that part out in my book.
Huh.
I mean, the glint of madness. Okay, that's a good info.
Yeah.
Maybe not the eye description.
Yeah.
Also, this is clearly just one person, but okay.
Yeah. Well, with that new revelation, I don't think walking up and asking them if I could have some of their food is going to work out too well for me.
Oh.
So,
But like, you could always attack them afterwards, I guess.
that's true, maybe.
Like, if you ask for food and they attack you, then I guess you're the same spot.
Yeah, I almost guarantee. I'll go to 295. We'll see.
295. Is that just?
Let's just ask them what's up.
So attacking them is 14. Let's see if it just takes us to 14 anyway.
295. Upon seeing you enter, the 2 old men jump to their feet and flee from the chamber by way of the smaller passageway.
Whoa.
Their screams of panic echoed loudly throughout the caverns. You are very hungry and quickly consume the cooked animal meat, pausing only to spit out the bones. You then notice that the fire is burning in a strange half-spherical metal bowl. The other half of the sphere lies on the icy floor nearby, and you find that both halves fit together perfectly.
Demon core.
When you open it, you discover that the fire still burns inside. If you wish to keep this fire sphere, place it inside your jacket. Mark it on the action chart as a special item.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't lose it.
So you just have a fire burning in a circle in
Yes.
your jacket.
Endless fire.
It never runs
Cool.
out. I do love that they just saw us and they're like, ah! Ah!
What is that?
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Why aren't his eyes slanted? Why do we say that? Why do we say that?
I mean, you've been down here like wandering around for a while now.
Yeah.
And you like fell down a huge thing. And you haven't like looked. Maybe you look like really messed up right now.
Oh yeah, it's true. I guess we did just recover from snowblind. Maybe we walked in.
You look like a Yeti or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the band just half across your eyes still.
Yeah.
It's a mummy.
You also notice a small triangle of blue stone lying on the icy floor. It is attached to a neck chain and was probably dropped by the old men as they fled. If you wish to keep the blue stone triangle, put it around your neck and tuck it into your jacket. You can record it on your action chart as a special item. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
We got
crystal
2
star
things.
pendant.
That is
Blue.
not on here.
It's really?
So it's not necessary.
I guess,
This
or
is
there's no triangle mentioned in this version.
We're gonna like come across this like tribe of people, and they're gonna see how'd you get that necklace? I'm like, ah,
Chased off some old men?
yeah. I asked some old men for their food, and they just ran away.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, they ran away, did they? Okay.
You can return to the tunnel and continue on your way by turning to 132. That's it. Wow, that was actually not a fight at all. That's
Yeah.
weird. Huh.
I wonder if you come in just brandishing your sword, they'd be like, I'm not scared anymore. Now we know what this is. It's
Yeah.
a fight.
That's true. You started attacking them. We got some gear. It's very rare that we actually have found anything. on our playthrough.
That's true,
Like,
yeah.
we haven't picked up. We found that one scroll, and then that got stolen from us.
Or we never found out what it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. Huh.
Unless you have just eaten a meal, you lose 3 endurance points from hunger. Well, I mean, I just ate, so
Their food.
I guess that you come from this from a different spot, maybe.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you currently possess enough food for 1 meal, you may now consume it, blah, blah, blah. You continue along the tunnel. I guess it didn't say anything about the hunting, so I'm assuming that you can still hunt unless they specifically say so. So, like, basically the way the book works is, like, anytime they're like, okay, you got to eat or you lose health.
Right.
But if you have hunting, you can just ignore that because you just naturally scavenge. And unless they say specifically in the book, if you have hunting, it doesn't work here.
Right.
So,
And like the last book, there's a thing where it's like, from now on, hunting doesn't work until we tell you.
Wastelands, yeah.
you continue along the tunnel for over a mile before becoming too tired to go any further. You stop to rest for a while and fall into a deep sleep. You awaken feeling refreshed, but have no idea how long you have been sleeping. The strange light of these caverns never changes, be it day or night above. Stoically, you press on, covering mile after mile as you pass through a seemingly never-ending series of huge ice halls filled with towering pillars of crystal. In one vast chamber, you are mesmerized by the beautiful sight of its shimmering crystal ceiling. But beyond this chamber lies an ever greater spectacle. A narrow passage leads on to a ledge running around the brink of a huge chasm. It is more than half a mile wide. As you edge your way around the awesome void, you try not to look down into its windswept depths. You have been on the ledge for only a few minutes when a noise behind you makes you glance back over your shoulder. To your horror, you see that you are being followed along the ledge by a monstrous two-headed serpent.
Hey.
If you have the Kai discipline of either tracking or animal kinship, turn to 229. If you do not possess either of these skills, turn to 88. Well, we have both of those, so maybe we get double bonus? I do like that you just like, you're like, what's that? And you turn around and there's just a two-headed snake. You're like, Jesus!
Shit, yeah. Is that 2 snakes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 1 snake.
It's a snake with 2 heads and 2 tails and 2 bodies. I like you like look back and then the snake like also looks back.
What's he looking at?
Yeah. You recognize the serpent to be a Javik, a two-headed and deadly poisonous ice snake. It moves very quickly, and you know that you will not be able to outrun it along its narrow edge. If you possess a fire sphere, turn to 46.
Whoa.
Well. It just happens to be that we have a fire sphere. You know?
If you kill this thing, do you get Javik oil out of it?
I hope
How
so.
many things do we milk for oil?
46, yeah. Javik oil. 46. God, this book smells new still. And I can just...
Such a nice experience.
Yeah, 46. It is still new. But there is something to be said about, I prefer my books beat the shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like a real, like the...
There's a lot of
Back in-
there's a lot of responsibility in a new book.
Yeah. 46. You remove the fire sphere from your jacket, quickly split open its 2 halves, and place them upon the narrow ledge behind. Javik hisses loudly, both its heads weaving and darting at you in rage. It is desperate to attack, but it will not come near the halves of the fire sphere. Instead, it attempts to slither around the flames, but the ledge is very narrow, no more than a foot wide at most. It cannot pass by without singeing itself. Angry but powerless, the strange reptile resigns itself to its failure. With the last spiteful hiss, reluctantly it pulls back along the edge and retreats into the passageway beyond. You can now retrieve your fire sphere and continue your exploration.
Wow.
Oh, that was it, huh?
You've avoided like 3 or 4
Yeah.
fights so far. Nice.
That's wild. I do like it's like the snake's like, damn it. You know?
I'll be back for you.
Yeah, I'll be back.
And you know the 2 heads are like we could have made it. Shut up.
We totally could have made it. Shut up, man.
Quiet head that always tells lies.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a thing on the is there a thing
Javik?
about the snake on in the back?
Probably. It'll probably just tell me everything that it told us. No, there's nothing. That's wild. There was like actual art, like randomly in this book, and I think that's the snake that it was showing.
Okay.
I'm stoked that.
I mean, it's one head of a snake, but this is like not old fantasy art. This is like,
Oh yeah,
more
that art.
modern,
I don't think I have that one.
more modern contemporary art, which is that.
Ooh.
And I'm assuming that's probably one half of the snake, unless there's more giant snakes in this place.
Oh, there could be a head on either end.
Oh, it's like one of those
the
things.
Ouroboros or whatever. What's that? Is that what it is?
Well, that would be eating his own tail. So
Yeah.
if you had a two-headed snake.
It's like Conan. He's like a snake, two heads, joined together but eating each other or something. Yeah, 269.
I appreciate that it like the fire sphere wasn't a one-use thing.
Yeah, we
you just
get to
retrieve
keep
it and continue.
All right. You reach a tunnel on the far side of the chasm and follow it for many miles. Eventually, you arrive at an enormous chamber, the ceiling of which towers easily 500 feet above you. An icy wind blowing through the many fissures that crack the ceiling whips around this gigantic subterranean hall. If you decide to search for a way of climbing up and out through the fissures, turn to 335. If you choose to press on and look for an exit on the far side of the grand hall, turn to 182. I feel like climbing is the bad idea here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Not
go
gonna climb?
No,
Not gonna-
I'm gonna go
Alright.
182. My gut says don't climb, but dude. You discover a low passage that opens out into a cavern full of stalagmites. There are two exits in the opposite ice wall. Both disappear into darkness. In the snow around the entrances to both tunnels, there are many strange tracks. If you have the Kai discipline of tracking, turn to 75. If you do not possess a skill, you can take the right tunnel by turning to 114, or you can explore the left tunnel by
Alright.
turning to 235.
So we're getting into maze territory here.
Yeah.
But you've got things to help you.
Yes. So 75.
Alrighty.
The tracks have been made by dangerous carnivorous creatures called Baknar. If you run into them in the confines of a dark and narrow tunnel, your chances of survival will be very slim indeed. Although your Kai discipline has enabled you to identify the tracks, you are unable to sense which tunnel the Baknar now occupy.
Great.
These tracks are probably made by an animal.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. I mean, we know what.
We already know that the Baknar are scared of fire, and we've got
delicious
this like
oil.
it
Fire
feels like
sphere.
this fire sphere is kind of an OP thing to have right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say left. 235.
Ooh, we got a picture.
Oh yeah.
Not a very interesting picture, actually.
The constant talk about how like beautiful the caves are and how spectacular they are, and it's just like, and this is what it looks like. You're like, oh, it's just a square cut block room.
Yep. After a short walk, you arrive at a grand ice hall that is full of crystal stalagmites and stalactites. The floor is covered with animal tracks and bones, yet the vast hall seems empty of life. The northern wall is a completely smooth surface of granite blocks stretching upwards to the icy ceiling, over 100 feet above. You are looking at the wall when slowly you realize that these are the foundation stones of Akaya. Finally, you have arrived at the ice fortress. Wow, that was... We just walked straight there, man!
There was like, wasn't it like there's supposed to be like 80 miles of transit?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
I think you did a lot of that on the overland.
It's like, I walked for 2 hours and traveled 80 miles. Okay.
We just walked our asses straight there.
This
What
was
was
actually
that?
totally easier than going over the
God,
with the dog sleds.
this does not feel like this was 10 days of transit.
Nope, sure didn't.
Holy crap.
Partially obscured by a large mound of crystals, you can just make out a ramp leading up to a massive stone door in the fortress's subterranean wall. Your discovery brings with it renewed hope. If you were able to gain entry to Akaya by this way, and quickly capture Vonatar, there is still enough time remaining for you to reach your ship, the Cardinal, before the pack ice begins to freeze. If you decide to cross the icy hall and examine the great stone door, turn to 52. If you choose to stop and make a search of these bone-littered floor, turn to 115. Well, I would love to dig through some bones, brother.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, like, if this was in a video game
Yep.
and I saw this cavern,
Yeah.
that would be the developers not subtly telling you to look up right now.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. But you know what? 50% of people would not look up.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think I would look up, to be honest with you.
Despite the giant arrow facing upwards.
Yeah. You discover that many of the bones scattered among the stalagmites are of human origin. Shattered skulls, skeletal hands, and rib cages lie half buried in the ice. You're about to abandon your search when your eye is caught by a small box. It is made of finely carved bone. If you wish to pick up and open this small box, turn to 218. If you prefer to leave it where it is, you can examine the fortress door by turning to 52. Wow, I mean, come on, man. You can't just like... Is there anybody that would like pick up the box, be like, oh, neat,
And then just leave it.
and just leave it?
I mean, they'd even just take the box.
Bro, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
I think if I ever known somebody that just like was digging through piles of bones, found a small box, and they were like, no thanks, and they put it down, I'm like, you're a psychopath.
Yeah. This is not immediately connected to what I need to do with my life. And it's like, are you sure? It's made of bone. So are the things in the ground.
All right, 218. The bone box contains a beautiful diamond. Its many facets gleam and sparkle even in the dim half-light of the ice hall. In Summerland, a jewel of this size and quality will be worth thousands of gold crowns. If you wish to keep the diamond, slip it in your pocket and mark it in your action chart as a special item.
We will never lose this.
Nope.
A giant diamond in a box made of bones.
I really want this diamond to actually be some sort of magical key. Yeah.
Please God, like 4 books from now.
Yeah.
Like if you picked up the diamond in the Caverns of Kalte, be like, oh!
What diamond?
Yeah. You can now examine the fortress door by turning 52.
I love the idea that, like, in some later book, it's just going to be like, if you happen to have a giant diamond, you're like, why would we have a giant diamond?
When would that have come up?
And they're like, oh! He just pulls it out.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you get that? Found it.
Heavy?
It's like in a box.
Yeah, I found it in a box in some caverns. I fell down a hole. There was a 2-headed snake. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Jesus!
Why didn't you tell us about
Do you know how many
this?
mouths you can feed with that thing? How long have you been keeping that for? 4 years?
Yeah.
You've been sitting on
I
that?
thought there was a weird lump you had on your back. I didn't want to ask you
I thought
about
you had a herniated disc. Jesus. As you climb the slippery stone ramp, the sound of cracking ice makes you spin around. The large mound of crystals at the base of the ramp is starting to move. These crystals are alive!
Ooh.
You stare with growing disbelief as the mound is transformed into a writhing mass of crystal coils. Slowly the coils unwind, and a terrible ice creature slithers toward you. That's fucking cool.
Like this,
That's so fucking cool, man.
Ice serpents?
Yeah.
It doesn't say it's a snake. It's an ice creature with coils.
And it
Yeah.
slithers.
I mean, that sounds pretty snaky.
If you wish to evade this creature and run towards the stone door, turn to 169. If you decide to stand your ground and fight it. Now, there is a moral quandary here because we technically just auto win every fight.
Exactly.
Right? So I could take the easy way.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm going to kill this crystal thing.
Yeah.
Or
I
we
mean,
can try to run.
yeah, you previously said that you kind of want to avoid most fights.
Yeah, because we auto win
Yeah.
them. So I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll try to run. Yeah. 169.
Oh, maybe this is the big snake in the picture. you showed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, double check it. Like, if you turn to page 260, whatever, is that actually what's illustrated?
It doesn't have a picture. It doesn't have, or
Yeah,
mine doesn't have a
that's
picture.
the door. This is where we are right now.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's totally it.
There's
Yeah.
the door and everything.
Oh,
the big
that's why the
snake.
snake's transparent.
I'll show you again, just because. But yeah, that's what basically happens to us. It's cool. Boy, this place really likes their snakes, huh? As you reach the massive door, desperately you cast your eyes across it in hope of discovering a way to make it open. The door is completely smooth. It has no handle, lock, or keyhole. The creature will soon reach the top of the ramp, and you are about to cry out in sheer desperation when you notice a block of granite set into the nearby wall. It has a small triangle cut into its surface. If you possess a blue stone triangle, turn to 41. Let's fucking go, dude!
So in my version, you didn't get the triangle from this.
Yeah,
so
so
where were you supposed to get the triangle?
Right.
Interesting. I wonder if they were like,
I don't know, man.
it turns out we forgot to.
Forgot to give them a key.
Yeah, we forgot to tell them where the triangle is.
All right, 41. That's amazing. I do find that it seems to be the case that in this game especially, like if you find a thing in this book, I guess it's like we find thing, you use it immediately. Like fire sphere, used immediately. Blue triangle, used immediately.
Which is interesting because it did explicitly say, like, you may not need all the things that we give you.
Yeah.
But so far that hasn't been the case.
No, it hasn't been the case one time. They haven't one time been like, if you found the scroll from, book whatever.
Yeah.
I was hoping that this series would be more chock full of stuff like that. It hasn't been. Maybe it does get different, but I mean, it's fine. But it's still funny to me that they made this big deal out about like you're gonna find stuff and it might be a red herring. And
it could be. I mean, if nothing else, I'm sure just from the publisher's point of view, it'd be like at least make it an optional bonus. Like if you have the scroll, then something even cooler happens. But,
I mean, we have encountered situations where we didn't have a thing that we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, you wouldn't even need. I guess if you don't have the triangle, you just end up fighting it anyway. I would assume. You remove the bluestone triangle from around your neck and press it into the granite wall. It's a perfect fit. Immediately, you feel a tremor running along the ledge on which you are standing, followed by the grinding noise of stone on stone. The door opens, and after it is open less than 3 feet, it begins to close again. Without a moment's hesitation, you dive into the fortress. Seconds later, the door crashes shut behind your back. You may still keep the bluestone triangle. You need not erase it from your action chart. Oh, cool.
Very nice.
To continue, turn to 221. Damn, they let us keep it and everything? That's wild.
Apparently that just opens lots of doors.
You know what else opens lots of doors, Paul? A giant fucking diamond. Just pay people. Yeah, dude. Think of the opportunities to be afforded upon the rich.
Then roll up and be like, "Hey, baby, I'm a Fry Earl, and I got this big diamond."
I'm a Fry Earl. Sounds so stupid. Like what? You work at Wendy's?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I'm the Earl of Fries. Love French fries.
It's like the sandwich artist.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They're like they want to make the people work.
Welcome to Burger King. I'm the Fry Earl.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. So if I ever own a restaurant, you are the Fry Earl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fry just means free. Oh, well, I didn't know that. What did I say? 221.
Yeah.
The corridor in which you now stand is far warmer than the icy cavern outside. For the first time in many days, you can lower the hood of your cloak and remove your mittens.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know why that's so fucking funny.
I hope they have like a piece of yarn that goes from up one sleeve and down the other.
So you don't lose them.
Yeah. And if somebody pulls one off your hand and tries to take it away, the other one hits you in the face. That's the classic joke.
Oh, bro, the mittens are off, dude. That's so funny. Let me fix my... Dude. Oh, that's funny. God, just thinking about this... The only remaining member of a monastery order devoted to defeating evil, and he's like, hold on, I gotta take off my mittens. You can't look cool with mittens on.
It's true, yeah. You do stay warm with mittens.
You do. They are practical and they're warm. And there's nothing against mittens, but in this situation, just take off your gloves. Mm-hmm. They could still be mittens, but you can just say gloves. Yeah. Oh man! Without risking frostbite, you notice that the stone passage descends to a landing where another passage branches off to the east. Chianti Malare bowls hang at regular intervals along the arched ceiling, their unnatural light illuminating the intricately carved walls. As you approach the landing, you notice an archway leading into a small room beyond. A strange sight meets your eyes. Ragged furs, pottery shards, and the debris of hundreds of years seem to have been thrown into this chamber. A large lever protrudes from the wall beside the archway. If you wish to enter the room and investigate the contents, turn to 38. If you wish to pull the lever, just in the dark. Dude, that's a red flag too. If you walk into a room with just not looking around, you're like, fuck, and you pull the lever.
Is that a lever?
Why would they put a lever there if you weren't supposed to pull it?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, true, but man.
So that you're going to investigate the wait, or you could also, there's also more passage?
No, I'm just going to go pull the lever, Paul.
Oh, you are just going to pull the lever?
Okay, turn to what?
163.
So you're going to do the thing that you said is a...
Red flag?
Red flag?
Absolutely.
All right.
As you raise the lever, a stone door slides across and seals off the rubbish-strewn chamber. When you lower the lever, the stone door slides open once more. If you wish to enter the room and investigate... So what does it do? You raise the lever...
So it just closes and opens the door.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Huh. All right. You're just like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Neat. Huh.
That probably won't
Sit
come
there
up.
for like 5 minutes. It's
Times. Then you try to take your hand off it and realize your hand's frozen to it.
yeah.
Should have worn my mittens!
That'd be so good.
You die in this chamber, frozen to the
There's
lever.
a skeleton like on the lever hanging. Like, damn. Fuck, that'd be so funny. God, we need to write a book. God, we need to write a book, dude.
Is this lever on the
Oh.
outside of
He
the...
had giant diamond in one hand,
Yeah.
frozen to a lever.
And somebody comes in after you like 100 years later, like, I need to figure out this puzzle.
Yeah.
Because clearly if I...
It's devious trap,
Yeah.
like Bonatar.
So this lever is like on the outside of the door.
Yes.
So presumably when you go in, somebody could like
Yeah, trap you in there.
trap you in there.
Yeah.
That seems unlikely to ever happen though.
Just look behind me, make sure there's not some guy standing there. Don't mind me, just go ahead.
In comes the two-hidden serpent, is like, grabs it with one of its hands. I'm gonna pull the lever on you.
All right. What did I turn to? Oh yeah, 163.
163.
So if you wish to enter the room and investigate, if you decide I'm going to investigate 138, there's no way anything
Or
bad happens.
38, not
38.
138.
Yeah. There's no way anything bad happens. After 10 minutes spent searching the room, you discover an old fur backpack and a long coil of rope.
Bam.
You may take this backpack only if you do not have one. The long rope counts as 2 backpack items as it takes up extra space. I think I have lots of room in my backpack. So,
Such a relief to have a backpack.
rope.
I
You got a
mean,
backpack again.
yeah, you didn't have anything before in your backpack, so now you have 2 things in your backpack.
The LRR Choose Your Adventure is going to have a jar in it? No. I refuse to pander. There will be no jars. Nothing. Actually, I'll make a fantasy setting where jars do not exist.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, they were never invented. Yeah. They actually
feel
put
like-
all their jam in bags. Yeah.
I feel like that would have far-ranging implications throughout the entire society.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, you know?
Skins. Yeah.
No urns. That means no urns.
Yeah.
Urns don't exist.
No amphoras.
Yeah.
No
All that
pots.
shit
Yeah.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And
Everybody cooks in a wok.
the plot is the villain invents the first jar.
Oh, right.
Look.
Hey, you know, someone's like, "No, the power! We must stop this."
You can put jams or jellies or anything in here. Look, I can store. This is a fruit preserve. He's actually trying to help. He's
Right,
like,
yeah.
no, evil. And they kill him. He's like, no, I'll be a martyr.
Teaching
Yeah.
you food preservation. We're gonna ferment things. Don't you want the pickles?
It's the forbidden knowledge.
Finally satisfied that there is nothing else of value in this junk-filled room, you leave and continue your exploration along the East Passage. Wow, I'm surprised that usually with Choose Your Own Adventure books, exploration like prompts are like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
Yeah.
Either there's like a trap or something. You generally never like find anything back to back, and this one's been
And so it was like, there's a lever.
Yeah.
You pull the lever, it closes the door. You open the lever, it opens the
door.
door. Okay, interesting. Go and investigate. Leave.
that's it. You're like,
Nothing.
I'm almost getting freaked out because nothing's happening. I'm like walking through this dungeon. I'm like, I'm just gonna take this backpack.
I'm gonna open it.
Slowly walk
I feel
out.
like 1,000 bugs to come out of it, and you're like, oh, it's just got rope in it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like if you're playing a video game and there's
Yeah.
a switch that opened and closed the door, and then it like didn't come up ever again, that would be very
Be
suspicious.
very suspicious.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the 2 old guys that you chased off
Yeah.
are like watching you from like a corner and being like, why is he walking so slow? Why is he taking everything up so slow?
Summerlanders. You soon reach the bottom of a flight of broad stone steps that ascends northwards to a landing 30 feet above. The center of each step has been worn smooth by the feet of the countless creatures that once inhabited the lower levels of icy cold Akaya. As you climb, you wonder how long you can remain undetected. So far, you have neither seen nor heard any other living soul in these deserted passages. You have the element of surprise on your side. You now can only pray that Bonatar is unprepared for an intruder from the depths of his own fortress. You reach the landing and pass through an empty hall towards a darkened archway beyond. Here, the passage splits and branches off towards the east and west. You are hungry and must now eat a meal or lose 3 endurance points. Well, we have hunting, so it doesn't matter. But we do have all of our... Oh, no, we didn't have all of our food because we lost our backpack.
Yeah.
Remember how I loudly exclaimed that we had 7 meals worth, and then they immediately just took it all away from me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything. The book would have changed.
Yeah.
The book would have changed.
The book heard you.
It'd be like a Page Master scenario. Macaulay Culkin shows up, you know? East or west?
You've got there's no clues or anything.
Yeah. You could roll odds or evens just to decide.
I could, but then that, absolves me. It does absolve me of any, like, oh, whoops, rolled the
that's
dice.
True, yeah.
But I need to pick Beej because we live with our decisions in these
true.
parts.
Yeah.
I'm going to go west, 297. You have been walking along the passage for only 5 minutes when it veers sharply northwards. Just ahead, to your left, you can see a large stone door. The lever in the wall beside it is in the upright position and the door is closed. If you wish to pull the lever and open the door, turn to 317. If you decide to ignore the door and continue walking northwards, turn to 126. How do we know that the lever is going to open the door?
I guess because we did the other thing.
They did say outright if you pull a lever to and open the door.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
I don't know if the book would lie that hard.
The book wouldn't lie to me, right? 317? No, there's no way. The stone portal creaks open, but then it grinds to an abrupt halt halfway across. The gap is narrow, and you're only just able to squeeze through to the chamber beyond. The air in the room is cold and stale. This chamber has lain undisturbed for many thousands of years. Dozens of stone shelves are stacked high with bottles and flasks. On a table in the center lies a beautiful pack filled with different colored potions.
Whoa.
If you wish to examine these ancient potions, turn to 10. If you decide to leave the chamber and continue northwards, turn to 126. Well,
I mean,
there's only one answer.
It would be rude not to look at
It
potions.
would be.
Yeah, do we have the Kai skill of introductory alchemy?
Yes.
I mean,
It's like chemistry
Basic
101.
chemistry.
Yeah.
the more brightly colored the potions, the better, right?
That's true. If Noita has taught me anything, potions are always good. The pack contains 4 ornate glass vials. They hold red, orange, green, and black liquids. You may only examine each liquid once.
What do you mean by
It's
examine?
weirdly arbitrary.
You only get one look.
Never
Who's
go
gonna
back.
police this?
Yeah.
This is self-imposed, like, you know, it's like,
Get
okay,
it,
I can
turns
only...
clear.
Just because I want to make things interesting, I can only look at the potions once.
All right.
Are we all in agreement? He's just talking to himself. Yeah, I
The
guess.
serpent in the ceiling is like, yeah, sure, why not?
All right, well, there's red, orange, green, and black. And then the pack itself may be used as a backpack unless you already possess one.
So does it matter? So it's like, does it matter what order you look at the
No, I don't think
things?
so. You can only look at them once, though. Now, we're probably thinking...
Red, orange, green, black.
Yeah. I mean, what's the most dangerous color outright?
Black.
Yeah? Like, as far as, like, liquid potions go, right?
If somebody
Black or
had
red?
a black liquid,
Red.
I'd be like, I'm not.
Red liquid or black viscous, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, usually black liquid's the only one that you describe as, like, viscous.
Yeah. Green
Yeah.
is like always the color of poison, right?
Yeah.
Red would be, because red could be healing, but red could also straight up be blood.
True.
Green could also be like a healing thing.
Green can also be
I
healing.
guess it's fair.
Green, generally speaking. But you have to also put yourself in the mindset of, this is, like, written in, like, the 80s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Orange is one of those colors that like doesn't have an immediate association.
Fire, maybe?
Kind of
That's it?
interesting.
Maybe,
Yeah. Might be fire. I'm going to go with black.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the number?
225.
225.
225. The stopper has been sealed with wax. If you wish to break this seal, you will risk smashing the thin glass neck of the vial. If you choose to try and break the seal, turn to 54. If you are suspicious of its contents and do not want to risk breaking the neck of the vial, you may leave it and return a 10 to... Oh, well, I'll open it. What's the worst that could happen? 54?
54.
Yeah, dude. If you think I'm not opening all of these, you're tripping. The glass is very delicate, and it takes all your concentration and skill to avoid smashing its stem. Pick a number on the random number table. If you have the Kai disciplines of either Mind Over Matter or Mind Blast, add 3 to the number that you have picked.
Ooh.
So,
Okay. So this shouldn't be too tough.
Yeah.
Mind blast open the glass.
Whoops.
So this is don't roll a 0 or a 1.
A 3. So I got a 6.
Nice.
Cool. 268. Perfect. See?
268.
Yeah.
Thank you.
268. You manage to crack the seal in exactly the right place and thereby avoid smashing the thin glass stem. The vapor rising from the black liquid is bitterly sharp and pungent. If you have ever visited the graveyard of the ancients, and if you have healing, I don't have healing. I'm turning to that page anyway. I don't care, man. I'm turning to that page, dude. I'm
What?
turning to that page.
You have visited the graveyard.
Yeah, but I don't have healing.
Oh.
What are
But-
the other choices?
I'm nothing. It's that or nothing. But I'm taking that one because we went to the graveyard.
This version doesn't even say healing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go with the old version.
Yeah.
Ah,
Turn
excellent.
to-
So in the first book, we came to the graveyard of the. We were like, we'll take a shortcut through the graveyard of the ancients, and then we simply just walked through and nothing happened. There's some spooky noises.
Yeah.
This is 177.
At one point, there was an old coffin that we're like, maybe we should open that, and then our sixth sense was like, maybe you shouldn't, and I was like, okay, and we kept walking.
Probably right.
Yeah.
And there's like a door with a lock, but you had the Mind Over Matter thing, so
Yeah.
you just opened it.
We just opened it. 177. I'm doing it. I gotta know.
Yeah.
Finally, some payoff. You recognize the pungent smell of distilled graveweed. This black concentration is a very powerful and swift-acting poison. Quickly, you replace the stopper to prevent its noxious fumes from escaping. If you wish to keep the graveweed concentrate, mark it on your action chart as a backpack item. Yes, sir, dude.
Ooh. And then we can go back to 10 and
Yeah. Do the
Choose
same thing
next.
over and again.
right. So then we can choose a different. I guess this is why you can only examine it once because you're like opening it.
Well, you would need healing for. People are like, why would you need healing? It's like, well, because you did happen to smell a little bit of it, and so you would just naturally use healing to keep yourself from getting poisoned from
Yeah.
a little.
I'm
Or like
assuming
you-
that's what you need.
Or like your healing experience
Yeah.
tells you how to do it.
that it is
Yeah.
poison. Let's go with orange. 171.
171.
171. Oh, it's so cool that we finally, yeah, because we've been through that area, we're like, oh, that's graveweed, dude. That's poisonous as hell. Why am I smelling this? Damn. The stopper on this vial is jammed, and you have to take great care to not break the slender glass neck, blah, blah, blah. Gradually, it loosens, and you are able to sniff the orange liquid. If you have the Kai disciplines of either Sixth Sense or Weapon Skill, we have both, actually. 311. Amber is, oh, it's orange. Return to page 311. Amber is the color of my energy. Coincidence? I think not. You recognize the potion to be distilled Alether, a potion of strength. Your Kai masters used Alether to increase their combat skill in battle, where it was enough concentrated Alether in this vial to increase your combat skill by 4 for the duration of one combat. For it to be effective, you must swallow it immediately before you fight. If you wish to keep the Alether, yeah, I mean, we're never fighting, but you never know.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then we just go back to 10, I'm guessing.
Yep, and we do the other two, Beej,
Nice.
until we die. I'll do red lasso green, 289. 289er. Okay. You manage to remove most of the hardened wax that covers the stopper, and then you ease the reluctant seal from around the fragile glass stem. If the Kai discipline of animal kinship, or if you've reached the Kai rank of aspirant, you are skilled in 6 Kai disciplines or above. Wouldn't you be aspirant no matter what?
No,
Is
well,
this
if you had started on this book.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Why would you start on this book?
Just the other two, I suppose.
It's got the rules for both, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
interesting.
funny that if you start on this book, that's so strange. 156. Dude, our skill choices are coming up aces, you know?
Yeah, this is great news.
I mean, we have most of the skills,
Yeah.
so.
Shut up, Paul. My selection was good, okay?
This is Backner piss.
Don't take this away from me.
This is Backner piss, isn't it?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You recognize the aroma of concentrated gallow brush, or sleep tooth, as it is commonly called in Summerland. This is the thorny briar your Kai masters once used to induce sleep when tending to ill or injured horses. You can put the horses out. This distilled brew made from the plant is very powerful sleeping potion. If you wish to keep it, yes, I do.
Oh, awesome. Go, go, go.
Sleep for 3 days.
Now we're at a pause moment. I have to jump in. I want to feed you boys.
Oh, good.
And I know you boys want to be fed.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's true.
So we have to do this really awkward thing where I need you to pull out your phone for like a couple of minutes and then post a
Let's-
food order so I can feed you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In fact, this
My
would
phone's
be
not on me, so I don't know. Do you
This would be-
where are
this would
we
be a
ordering
good time to
from?
maybe
Right,
take
right,
we
yeah.
can take a quick break. Here.
How do we make this funny? Quick.
Yeah, we can take a quick break.
Let's take a quick break,
Yeah.
and we will be back in
Thank you, Fred.
Couple
Sorry.
minutes.
just a few minutes.
Yeah, pretty quick. Sit tight. Get some water.
Yeah. Yeah. I asked Grandma, I'm like,
Hello, welcome back, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hope we're all got our stretches in, moved around a little bit. I got some water.
Yeah.
We just picked up a sleeping potion. A very powerful sleeping potion.
Yeah.
Horse
Maybe we
tranquilizer.
just go up to Van and talk. They're like, "You thirsty?" Like, actually, yes, I am. Thank you.
Hang on. This
Yeah.
is they said this is a tranquilizer that they use to put horses to sleep.
Yeah, it's horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, it's ketamine.
Yeah.
We just found a bottle of Special K.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, I'm on board.
I tell you what I'd be doing. I'd be tripping balls in the cavern somewhere.
I'm lost in an ice hole and a K hole.
Dude, this unlocks a core memory. I had a teacher in high school, the guy who taught he was the school counselor / taught the psychology class. Or
Okay.
yeah. He once told us a story about how he was tripping balls on horse tranquilizers.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those like, don't do what I do.
Yeah,
kids.
pretty much. He's like trying to warn us, but it actually sounded kind of sick. I was like, damn, actually, that sounds hella fun, man. He's like, you're not really dissuading me at all from this.
Compared to heroin, which we know is a harrowing thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
school in the 90s, teachers did whatever they wanted, dude.
Yeah.
It was a different world.
We were convinced of our own invincibility,
Yes.
and the Western world was just nothing on the way up.
Yeah.
Like, nothing bad was ever going to happen to
Nothing
the
was
Kennedys.
ever going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Dare days. Yeah. It was pretty funny. That was the same class that I was like new in northern Saskatchewan. I was the new high school, and I was in grade 10. And I lived in like rural towns, like smaller. I mean, the town I lived in up north was much larger, but still not very big.
Right.
But one of the first days of classes in math class, a fight broke out. Two guys started fist fighting in my class, and I'm like, "Oh, what have I gotten into, bro?"
Was it like Street Fighter style? Like they were just kind of like
No,
they
it
were
was
just like "Ah!"
scrambling. Yeah, it was wild.
Was it a fist fight over math?
I don't actually remember what it was
It's not the
over.
quadratic equation, asshole.
What do you mean you don't follow the Pythagorean theorem? You know,
It's bed mass.
brackets first, then exponents.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
All right, let's open this red potion
Yeah.
that turns you inside out.
Yeah. Please, God. Please just kill us. That would be so funny. Holy shit. I would stand up and clap. I would be very happy. Oh, please just turn us inside out. Yeah. A potion of reversing. All right, so red liquid, page 90.
Page 90.
None of these potions, well, I mean, the poison was bad, but, you know, we'd been to the graveyard already, so. After wiping away the grime from the stopper, you unscrew it and carefully sniff the red liquid it contains. If you have the Kai discipline of healing, turn to 233. We do not, so I will... The only time we had it was for the sake because we went to the graveyard,
Yeah.
but I will...
Assuming this is a healing potion.
Yeah, I'm assuming, but we'll just leave it so we
Yeah.
don't get that one. Sorry, Phil?
No, this is...
You may leave the chamber at any time and continue northwards along the corridor, returning to 126. So we're going to go to
So I'm back
126.
to 10, so then we have to go to 126. Okay.
We don't need a healing potion.
No. We actually have two. We have that potion. No, those are special items.
Are they?
You don't lose special items.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
potion of Lomspur.
Right.
Yeah, we
Right,
have two
right.
of them. I'm chilling, dude. I have so much. I'm like stacked on
This
healing.
bandolier within your fanny pack.
I mean-
it's just like
Yeah. a bandolier of Jägermeister. I'm ready to party. I got some ketamine. I'm like, all right.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's nice because you don't have to worry about fighting, but you have not been in a fight.
No.
This game at all.
Yeah, I do like that this one definitely feels a bit more like, yeah, if you want to avoid this, there are ways to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Or that, I mean, it's lucky that we had the necklace, but,
Yes.
you know, you can't avoid it. And most of the fighting fantasy books is like, you're assaulted by a minotaur, prepare to fight, and that's it. That's like literally, they don't even give me the illusion of like,
Or it'll be
there
like,
could be
it's
another.
like, do you want to
Away.
attack the Minotaur or do you want to talk to the Minotaur? You go, I want to talk to the Minotaur. You talk to him. He's angry and attacks you.
It's like,
Yeah,
damn.
it's-
Go to the
Freaks
same
off.
page anyway.
Yeah.
Illusion of choice.
Yeah. It's a yes situation. You notice that the ceiling and walls of the corridor are covered with strange carvings. They appear to depict small cyclones or tornadoes, gradually changing shape into almost human forms. Although puzzled by the strange engravings, you continue onwards until you reach a point where the tunnel takes a sharp right turn. Only a few feet from the northern wall of the new corridor, you can see another stone door. The lever in the wall next to it is raised and the door is firmly closed. Several yards further on, a flight of steps ascends into the darkness above. Choose to investigate the door, turn to 246. If you decide to continue up the stairs, turn to 323.
They're really pushing the levers opening the doors thing.
Yeah.
This is,
Which
yeah,
seems so far to not actually be important,
Yeah.
but who knows?
you know when like, you know, video games introduce a new mechanic?
Yeah.
This one is
Yeah.
levers.
Yeah,
This book
yeah.
has been levers. They're like, we've introduced levers to the player.
And then book 4, the Archimedes screw.
The what?
Well, I haven't introduced it yet.
The Archimedes screw. We have to learn what that is in the
I
next
don't even
simple
know what that
machines, right? It's like, oh, I'm going to teach you about the fulcrum.
I mean, so the lever's raised and the door is closed.
Yeah.
So
The Archimedes. I don't even know. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's-
I cannot wait for book 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be so cool, man.
so we're gonna investigate the door.
Oh, absolutely, Paul.
All right.
What do you think this is, huh? You depress the lever and you depress the, you're fucking stupid.
Like your
No one likes you.
mom
Hey.
lever's so
Yeah.
disappointed in you.
Yeah. Your mom lever. I'm just kidding. Have some ketamine. The stone door slides smoothly aside to reveal a large chamber. It is cold, stale, and empty, save for a granite chest positioned near its east wall. If you choose to make a closer examination of the chest, turn to 45. If you decide to ignore the chest, well, come on, man. You can't.
Hell yeah, amazing chest ahead.
Yeah.
241?
Yeah. Oh, 45,
Oh,
sorry.
just 45, sorry.
Oh, that's a good keyhole. Holy, that's a cursed keyhole, brother.
Whoa.
That is- you do not open the chest with that keyhole
like
unless
one-
you
Sorry, go ahead.
unless you specifically have the key.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that and like, that's one of the Muppets from Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem, I think.
Muppet ass looking chest. The faces of grotesque and distorted creatures adorn the surface of the chest. Their obscene expressions and unnatural proportions make you shudder with revulsion. Set into the center of the lid is a large stone block carved with a hideous face, the mouth of which is shaped around a keyhole. That's not that hideous. I mean, it just looks like a person with hair. You know?
Oh,
Maybe-
the eyes are up there.
Yeah, my eyes are up here, Beej.
Yeah, sorry.
If you possess an ornate silver key, turn to 303. If you do not possess a special item, turn to 15. Well, I do not have that special item, so
You don't. It sound like something we picked up in another.
no.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any keys on us.
No.
It's the Starbucks logo. It is the Starbucks logo.
I like
Holy
the,
shit.
I like the idea that it's like this is a key that moans, or when you put the key in, it's like, oh.
Stop, dude. Oh,
Nobody's ever stolen anything in this chest. Oh yeah? Watch this. You put the key in, like, oh, yo, you're right. Nobody's ever taken anything out of the chest.
good,
You're right, dude.
don't worry. Anytime you try to open it, it moans, and no one's ever made it past that part. So,
Yeah. So we don't have the silver key.
yeah. Carefully, you examine the keyhole in order to assess your chances of being able to pick the lock. If you have the Kai discipline of mind over matter,
Oh.
turn to 185. If you have a dagger in your possession, turn to 86.
Just kill yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Dude, come on, man.
A dagger?
That's a red flag,
Yeah.
too. If you were an adventurer and you come across a chest and you don't know how to pick locks and you're like, well, fuck it, I guess.
Stick a
You
dagger in.
deserve to die. You deserve everything that's going to happen.
You might as well just put the dagger in your own head.
You might as well just fucking take some ketamine and fucking jam that sucker in your brain, dude. That sucks.
Where are we
Holy.
turning to?
185.
Okay, thank you.
I like that so far the Kai discipline of mind over matter, I believe, has been used exclusively for picking locks.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. Well, I thought it'd been used for something else, but maybe I'm misremembering. All right. You focus your power upon the lock, but you find it very difficult to visualize its inner mechanism. Pick a number pick a random number. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense, you may add 2 to this number. All right.
All right. So, add 2.
I got a 6. Oh, we
Boom.
won.
Yeah, you got it.
326. My die rolls are so good, dude.
26.
326, yeah. After a period of intense concentration, the image of the lock gradually takes form in your mind. The lock is shielded by a spell, but your Kai skill and your sheer determination prove the stronger force.
Shielded by a sucky spell.
Yeah, that's some shit. We're not even a master, just an aspirant.
We're like Vonatar the sucky wizard, am I right? Fucking dumbass,
Announces
stupid.
out loud to nobody. Yeah.
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 Vonatar's like, what was that? Somebody said my name. Who was that? A subtle click confirms the success of your effort, but you are greatly fatigued and lose 2 endurance points. Silently, the great stone lid opens to reveal a magnificent silver helmet. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense, turn to 127. If you do not, it's a helmet. No. You can put it on, or you can leave it where it is. Okay, so 127 is the helmet cursed? Is
Like if you have Sixth Sense, turn to 127. If you just put it on, it's like Sixth Sense. Don't put the helmet on.
do not.
127.
127, yeah. You sense that this silver helmet has magical properties that can aid you in combat. You detect no evil surrounding the item or the stone chest in which it lies. If you wish to pick up the helmet, put it on, turn to 308. If you're still suspicious of the possible ill effects, you can leave it untouched and explore the stairs by turning to 323. I'm definitely putting this hat on.
I mean, what's the point of having Sixth Sense if you don't believe it?
It
Yeah.
gave you an out, though. That's kind of cool.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they're giving you outs still.
I do like it's, your Sixth Sense tells you that it's a thing that you should put on your head.
Yeah. Despite its size, the silver helm feels very light and comfortable. Mark it on your action chart as a special item. If you are already wearing another helmet, you must discard it if you wish to keep this new find. If worn during combat, the magically crafted helmet will increase your combat skill by 2 points. This magical bonus will apply in any combat. As the lid of the chest slowly closes, you leave the chamber elated by your magnificent discovery. You continue along the corridor and explore the staircase ahead.
Alrighty. Increase your combat skill. Use your head.
I was hoping it was going to be some sort of helmet of imprisonment or something. That it's like, oh, we'll have to put that on Vonatar to keep him from casting spells. or
Oh,
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Like Magneto's helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stops you from brainwaves affecting you.
It's, I just like it's like helmet and it just gets like stuck on. You're like, "Ah!" It's just like the pothead from.
Actually, you know what I would do if I was writing that book? You put the helmet on. Please go and measure your head. IRL.
Oh, right.
And tell me if your circumference of your head is this, the helmet gets stuck and you're fucking trapped with this forever. You fucking fat head.
But it's dependent on your real.
Yeah, your real life head size. Yeah.
If you need to visit a blacksmith to get it off or some shit.
Yeah, you got a new quest, a side quest to find a magical blacksmith to remove this helmet because your dumbass tried to squeeze your fat head into it.
Yeah.
And that's when you have to tell the blacksmith too. You're like, what happened? Is it a cursed item? No, my head's just too big.
Yeah.
Well, it's especially since this is these are geared towards usually kids are playing it.
Yeah.
And so.
Oh yeah. It always
Yeah, the
fit.
tiny head. The helmet
probably
rattles
have-
around, so you
yeah.
can't even see it. Yeah,
Helmet of +1 low level headache.
Yeah. All right. 323. This one has felt a little bit more adventure-y than the last couple.
Yeah.
Because the last couple were just us traveling overland,
Yeah.
And then you'd run into
Yeah,
things. But I feel like we've had more encounters in this book than we had everything else.
I feel
before.
like the last one was more like a just like a logistics thing. It was like, how do you want to travel? Do you want to go by ship or do you want to go?
And then a bunch of combat at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that fighting from jumping from ship to ship and all that horse shit.
Oh yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
That was probably my least favorite part. I like more just like the, digging around in tombs,
Yeah.
That's what I like most about these things. Yeah.
We're archaeologists.
The good old dungeon crawl.
Yeah. You climb more than 100 stone steps before arriving at a narrow landing. Pick a number on the random number table. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense, tracking or hunting, add 3 to this number.
Ooh. All right, you have all of those.
Yeah.
So I guess you don't get to add multiple 3s.
Yep. Well, we can only fail on a 0, so... Or, yeah.
0 or 1.
No, 1. Oh, yeah, 0, 1. Yep.
So
well,
you got
I rolled
a
a 2.
2. so
So it returned to 2.
still good.
Still got it, baby.
Ooh, 2.
It's funny we've been doing these. We've done a lot of these books, and it's still funny to me, like what numbers we get excited over going to. We're like, ooh, 2.
Well, it's any of the like
Low.
single digits.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious as to know. I think in the like there are modern day because there are modern day communities that make like custom choose your adventure stuff.
Yeah.
And there's software that you can get that will just like generate all the connections for you.
Yes.
So you can be like, and then you can like change something and it'll redo the whole thing. Obviously, back in the day, they didn't have that.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know what they used. Like, is there any significance that this is like a 2, or is it just that they like?
You know what? I never thought about like how did they plan it out? Like
Well,
how did they like?
You would write a section, right? And then
Yeah.
you would probably have a...
Probably a spreadsheet.
Yeah, you probably have a spreadsheet or a table that would basically be like, I've written these sections, and we know it goes in this order, and we know we have a branching, whatever. It's like, great. So now that you have all these sections, you know how they connect to each other. Now we'll just assign them all numbers and make sure that the numbers.
And I guess the numbers are random. Like it doesn't matter what numbers they have because you're just moving.
It might also be like you don't have it's like 1 turn to 2 turn to 3. It'd be like that'd be terrible. So it's like 1, and they're like, okay, so is this part from way later? If we put that at 2, is that going to be a major spoiler if you accidentally read 2? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious as to all the different like Fighting Fantasy versus Lone Wolf versus like whether they had like a predefined system. System that they used.
And now it just if you're using like Twine or something like that, it's just go from this HTML link to this HTML link kind of idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, hypertext to hypertext.
Oh, all right, we got levers.
Away to your right. Oh, the levers, dude. The lever expansion was so good for Lone Wolf, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, God, it really introduced some verticality to the whole fucking.
Yeah.
The Elden Ring of Dark Souls, really opened the world up, introducing levers. Away to your right, you notice the outline of a stone door. It is cunningly concealed by an intricate wall carving depicting a Calcoth hunt. Calcoth, yeah. A closer examination of the folds of this carving reveal a polished bone lever. If you wish to pull this bone lever, turn it to 290. If you choose not to, you can... Well, I pulled every lever so far, so 290 it is. Give me another lever. The stone door moves slowly to one side. It reveals a narrow archway beyond that is full of billowing and swirling mist. This curious mist hides whatever it may be lurking in its midst. You are also aware of a severe drop in temperature.
Guy goes, "Hey, you're letting all the mist out."
You know when you're a kid and you fucking open the fridge and you just stand in front of it? That's essentially what we've just done.
Yeah.
We're just doing that. Dude, my dad fucking hated that.
Oh, really?
Oh, despised it when we did that.
I'm not paying to cool the house
Oh
down.
yeah, no. In our house, my mom would just call it. She'd be like, "You're letting all the penguins out."
Yeah. Have an idea of what you...
Oh, shit.
And you're like, I didn't know what was in the fridge until I opened it.
Yeah.
I have to...
Yeah.
If you would just let me do the grocery shopping, then I would know what's in the fridge, and then you wouldn't, and you'd stand in front of the fridge. Checkmate, mother.
And we'd have a lot more chocolate bars.
Yeah, we'd have a lot more garbage. If you have the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense and have reached the Kai rank of Guardian, I think that's us, yeah.
We are now Guardian. That is who we are.
That's so weird. Why would you start not at book 1? That's so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I guess if you're like at your grandma's house and it's the only one she has.
I guess. Yeah, maybe if you just come onto it late. That's so bizarre.
This is basically... but essentially, this is You could think that this is basically like, paid. It's like if you've paid me enough to buy the other books.
Oh.
I mean, it's
Right.
DLC. I mean,
Yeah.
each book is
Win.
DLC,
Yeah.
a new expansion. Yeah.
It's like if you've bought the other books,
Yeah.
then you can go to the good ending. Otherwise, you get the bad ending.
Yeah.
Pay to
341.
win.
You can sense the presence of a powerful life force somewhere beyond this misty arch. As you concentrate, you suddenly recall a tale told to you when you were a small child, the legend of the Vagaden Gate. This was a tale of ice demons and how they once fought a war to be able to leave their doomed world and become to Kalte. They were formless creatures without shape and substance, and they existed as pure energy in another dimension beyond the confines of space and time. The ice demons discovered the Vagaden Gate. That's so hard to say. Vagaden Gate, a sort of door between their world and Magnamund. They fought each other to enter this gate, unaware of the fate that awaited them here. The ancients, or Shiante, as they are called in the south, had also discovered the gate. As the ice demons passed through the Vagaden, their spirits were imprisoned in crystals by the cunning ancients who harnessed the power of the ice demons to build a Kaya. The Shiante Malare bowls that light the fortress each contain the spirits of lesser ice demons trapped within. That's fucked up.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Holy shit. Wow, humans are the monsters, dude. Ice demons, they're not.
It's just
Yeah.
so there's this thing where like the ice demons are like, hey, we found this portal,
Yeah.
but we don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
But it's like it's got to be great because every time somebody goes through, they don't want to come back. So it must be amazing on the other
Poor
side.
innocent ice demons.
Yeah. You also remember.
Isn't using demon energy to power everything what happens in Doom and it doesn't go well?
You also remember that the tale warns against destroying their crystal prisons, for if an ice demon is released, it will seek to claim the body of its rescuer.
Yeah.
Forewarned by your Kai skill, you enter the misty archway. Turn to 264.
Hell yeah! Do not break open those jars.
Yeah. Don't worry, brother. They probably. I mean, look.
And
They
then
walk
the
through
first
the
thing
gate.
is going to be like, there's a thing. Do you want to break it? Like, Well, I don't know why not.
You enter a massive chamber, ill lit and icy cold. It is a hidden temple of the ancients. The floor is made from slabs of quartz and granite and is littered with rock and ice. Your eye follows a line of tall pillars leading towards a sacrificial altar set into an alcove in the northern wall. Upon this altar lies a strange statue, which seems to be carved from smooth white stone. At its head and feet, black staves rest upright in holes bored into the altar stone. To the left of the altar, there is a darkened archway, through which a flight of stairs ascends out of view. If you wish to cross the temple floor and advance towards the staircase, turn to 60. If you choose to cross the temple floor by stepping only on the quartz flagstones, turn to 168. If you decide to cross the temple floor stepping only on the granite flagstones, turn to 244. Okay, so what do we have? There's no picture, right? Can't even visualize this? No. So,
I mean, like walking straight across and just being like, it's
Yeah.
probably fine. Seems like not the way to go.
yeah, so we have to pick. It's a 50-50. We're just going to...
What have we learned anything from what's in the altar? 'Cause it's like smooth white stone is the
Upon this altar lies a strange statue which seems to be carved from smooth white stone. At its head and feet, black staves rest upright in holes bored into the altar stone. At its head and feet, rest upright? So, like,
just facing straight up in the air, maybe.
at its head and feet, though? Like,
Well,
where-
if it's laying down.
Oh, it's laying down.
Yeah, if it's
so
laying
there's
on the
two.
altar.
There's two staves basically at the foot and the head.
Yeah.
Nope.
That doesn't really tell us anything, right?
Nobody's been telling us anything, and I don't think any enemies or any people have been like, hey, you know what? If you ever get a chance, don't step on quartz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
Sixth Sense.
Chest is made of granite. Does that mean granites are a more friendly thing?
Well, he did make a point of saying the chest wasn't evil.
Oh, yeah.
So that would lead me to believe that maybe that's a clue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go with that. That's all we have to go off of, so 244.
All right, 244 it is.
Carefully, you make your way across the temple floor until you are standing next to the altar. The statue seems cold and lifeless, but you sense that someone or something is trapped inside it. You can almost hear the desperate pleas for release.
Oh, good God.
These dumbasses without their sixth sense or their knowledge of history like I have,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, we would definitely break this if we didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, I would 100% have been like, fuck it. Yeah, I'll break it, dude. But I mean, the only option is to leave, so I guess we're leaving. Yeah, I'll leave. If you wish to strike the statue with a weapon, turn to 150. If you do not possess a weapon, or if you decide to leave the temple and head towards the northern archway by turning to 306.
I like that it told you that whole story
Yeah.
before you had actually seen this.
Yeah.
It was just like, you're about to go in here. Apropos of nothing, you just remember that sometimes there's an evil being inside a statue,
Yeah.
and if there is, and you try to break it, they will come and take over your body. Anyway, as you continue on.
Yeah, 306 it is. All right, well, that's too bad.
I mean,
I also think
maybe we'll go back and see what it did
Yeah.
at the end or something.
but I do like when we do things like this, of skipping things is okay.
Yeah.
I like the fact that we leave a little bit of mystery in the world. Like, you don't have to know everything.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need to know what happens if I break this. You know, they told us that our body will get possessed, and it's like, okay, my body will probably get possessed, and or I'll fight some ice demon, or something, you know. But I like a little bit of mystery in my fantasy worlds. As you pass through the archway, you notice there is a lever. It's the lever expansion.
I'm loving this.
Also,
I love your levers.
they're levers, but they don't label the levers.
No, yeah, they're not labeling anything. As you pass through the archway, you notice there is a lever set into the dark stone wall. You pull it, and a door slides across, sealing the temple behind you. The temperature is noticeably warmer
You
here.
just got cutscene
Yeah.
into pulling the lever.
Yeah. And you can hear a low rumbling sound coming from somewhere in the distance. Ahead, you can see a light at the end of the dark passageway. You discover it is shining out of an oblong portal positioned close to the floor. Through this aperture, you can see the floor of a corridor below. If you wish to squeeze through the portal and drop down into the corridor, turn to 206. If you decide to continue on your way along the passage, turn to 6. Sure, 206 sounds fun. Good.
So, and the thing with that ice thing is that if you didn't even need Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
If this was the third book that you would, like, if you had been going through the things, you would have known that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So it was definitely like a, I mean, that was basically like one of those like copyright protection checks. Like, have you bought the other two books?
Yeah. Holding both your equipment and your breath, you try to land as quietly as you can on the dusty floor of the corridor. Unfortunately, you twist your ankle upon landing and cannot stifle your yelp of pain, lose 1 endurance point. To your horror, you see an ice barbarian is seated less than 30 feet away to your left. His head is slowly turning in your direction. A quick glance to your right reveals another corridor heading north. It is about 15 feet from where you are now crouching. If you have the Kai discipline of camouflage, turn to 74. Damn, I didn't take camouflage. If you do not possess a skill, you can try to run for the north corridor and pray that the Kalte's warrior does not see you, or you can draw your weapon and attack the Kalte's warrior before he has a chance to raise the alarm. Turn to 161. Well, I had made a thing to not attack anybody, so outright, so
Run.
183 it is.
I do like you fell into here. You're like, my leg, and you're like, I'm in.
You
can't see me.
You can't see me.
Just hold out that massive diamond. It looks like a crystal. Just put it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want some ketamine, brother? You sprint towards the northern corridor as fast as your twisted ankle will allow. Pick it around a number table. If you have the Kai discipline of hunting, add 2 to your number picked. All right.
Hunt that corridor.
We only fail on a
1 or 2.
1 or 0 1.
0 1.
Yeah. 4.
Boom.
215.
No problem.
Turning a corner, you breathe a sigh of relief. Behind you, all is silent, but you soon become aware that the low rumbling sound you detected earlier is much louder in this corridor. A few yards along to your left, a short passage leads to a closed stone door. If you wish to investigate this stone door, turn to 13. Yes, I don't even want to read the skip part. We want to see what's going on here.
This is where this is where the warp core is.
Oh, yes. Oh. There is a lever in the wall and a spy hole located in the center of the door. Peering through the spy hole, you see a strange sight. A man in a dark robe is kneeling in the center of a pentagram that has been chalked into the floor of the chamber. Red flag, alert, alert. His head is bowed and he seems to be lost in a trance. If you wish to pull the lever and open the door, turn to 128. If you decide to leave him where he is, you may continue exploring the main corridor by turning to 254. Well,
I mean, he does seem busy.
no, I'll pull the lever.
Be ashamed to.
Be ashamed to bother him, but, it is the lever expansion, so how,
Yeah.
128. 128. As the stone door grinds open, the man jerks his head back in surprise. "Who's that?" he whispers. Who's that? He whispers in a thin, strangulated... That was not thin nor strange. Okay, hold up. Who's that? He whispers in a thin, strangulated voice. His eyes glint from beneath the shadow of his ragged hood. Suddenly, he seems to recognize you and jumps excitedly to his feet. "The gods be praised! Akai! My name is Tygon. I'm a merchant from Ragadorn. The ice barbarians ambushed and kidnapped me in Liuk and brought me here. I now await an audience with their new Brumelmark, the summer-lending sorcerer they call Vanatar. It seems that he alone shall decide my fate. But if you free me from the sorcerer's pentagram, I promise I will aid you as best I can." You recognize the pentagram to be a circle of binding, a magical prison that can only be broken from the outside. It would be an easy task to wipe away part of the circle and free this man. If you possess a crystal star pendant, you notice it has started to vibrate and glow. If you wish to free him, turn to 170. If you have ever visited Ragadorn, you can ask him some simple questions about the city to allay any suspicion you may have about who he claims to be by turning to 11. If you prefer not to free this man, you can close the cell door and return to the main corridor.
Ragadorn was the city in the second book, right?
Yes.
We were there.
Yeah. Everyone was a piece of shit in Ragadorn.
Yeah, we did go there. Yeah.
So-
I don't know if I remember enough to answer any questions. No, you give it a shot.
Just be like, can you describe for me the absolute dog shit quality of your city?
Yeah. Was
The beautiful
everybody-
Ragadorn.
Yeah.
You're like, beautiful.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, the jewel of the north, It's like, no, dude, that place sucked.
Yeah.
It stank. It was a seaside city, I think, or something. It just stunk.
It just was.
They kept saying how
terrible
stinky it was.
smelling. Yeah.
If you wish to ask who the current ruler of Ragadorn is, it was the fucking evil Duke, goddamn
Yeah.
Lachlan.
Yeah. The sun is not taking over. Or some shit. Yeah.
Lachlan,
Right,
fucking. It was an evil ass name, dude.
Yeah.
Right, the current ruler, though, the current ruler is the guy's son. The former ruler was,
Yeah.
I might have written
the name of the river or the name of the tavern on Barnacle Street.
I don't remember even the name of that. I'll ask him who the ruler of Ragadorn. Or that might be too common of knowledge. But even then, like, the tavern on Barnacle Street is so specific that he might not know that.
But we don't know it either.
Yeah, we don't know either. So I'm going to start with the ruler, and then we're going to see if it goes anywhere else from there. 141.
Did not write it down. Oh well.
The man pauses for a few seconds before answering your question. Killian the Overlord? He says. If you now choose to wipe away the pentagram and free him, is that wrong?
That's
not Killian. That's the old-
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the current one.
Yeah. It's his son, his evil son.
Either he's been there for a long time or very sus.
If you now choose to wipe away the pentagram and free him, turn to 170. If you decide not to free him, you can close the cell door and return to him. I'm closing the door, dude. He's not coming out. There's no fucking way. I don't trust him.
What is a pentagram but a jar?
It's true, actually.
It's just flat.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't know
flat
why
jar.
he's there. I'm getting his half of the story.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah. He needs to be way more convincing.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm in a fantasy setting. I've just been attacked by ice snakes.
Yeah.
And there's a barbarian, and then there's been dogs, and I'm getting frostbitten, and I have mittens on.
It, like fucking twisted my ankle.
Yeah, dude.
Just sort of slowly backing out of the room and closing the doors.
Yeah.
He's
That's
like, what? I
pretty
got
cool.
it wrong? How could I get it wrong?
Yeah. 254, I said, right?
I actually okay.
Yeah.
So from 141
To 254.
Okay.
Yeah. Set into the west wall. We just leave. I like that we just leave and he doesn't say anything.
There's no reaction.
Yeah, that's too bad there's no reaction, but I get it. Set into the west wall of the corridor, you see another stone door. It has a small crescent-shaped spy hole cut into the center, which reveals a cell on the other side. An old man is huddled in the far corner of his dingy cell, his face and hair matted with blood and dirt. His blue robes are so filthy that the crescents and stars embroidered on them are almost totally obscured. If you wish to open the cell door, turn to 56. Sure, I'll just start opening doors, dude.
Yeah, free the wizard.
56. Do you think this is the wizard from the first book?
I hope it's the magician.
He's an old. The other wizard was a young guy though.
He was a young guy, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
true.
guy's just now. He's in an
I mean,
cell of
it's
aging.
been a year. Maybe he just fucking hit some hard times, you know? Maybe that year wasn't kind to him. Upon my soul, Akai! He exclaims, his eyes now wide with astonishment. How I have prayed for freedom, for deliverance from this infernal place. And although hope never deserted me, I never
Whoa! Get that up on screen, Paul. Yeah.
That caught me off guard. I never expected such an illustrious rescuer. In the middle of his excitement, the old man is suddenly disturbed by a fit of coughing that leaves him pale and exhausted. It is a few minutes before he can speak again. My name is Loi Kaimar. I'm an elder of the Magicians Guild of Toron, he says, slowly removing a small crystal star pendant, the symbol of the guild, from beneath his tattered robes. The guild is known as the Brotherhood of the Crystal Star, and the magician shows his pendant as proof of his identity. You ask him how he came to be imprisoned here in Akaya, many hundreds of miles from his native Toron. Vonatar, that unspeakable wretch, is responsible for my plight. Days before Dark Lord Zagarma's invasion of Summerland, he betrayed our Kai masters to win power for himself, the black power of death and darkness. However, he failed to fulfill his role in the war plans his evil master had prepared. Dark Lords do not tolerate such weakness. Mercy has no place in their wicked minds. In the bitter aftermath of Zagarna's defeat, the remaining Dark Lords sought to destroy Vonatar for his crime of failure. Vonatar knew that I alone possessed the means to effect an escape from their vengeance, for my guild staff has the power of teleportation.
Sick. Love
Nice.
He tried to steal it and flee to the safety of the Kayat by himself, but he learned that its power is not for all people to share. Only I am blessed with its secret. He was angry and would have murdered my kinspeople had I not agreed to bring him here, so I had no choice but to concur. Ever since that day, I have been a prisoner in this cell. Vonatar has tortured my body. It's turning Eastern European, dude. Fuck. Vonatar has tortured my body and my mind, but I have not divulged the secret of my guild staff, which he now keeps in the hall of the Brumelmark. That word is so hard to say. For if I were to impart its secrets, my life would no longer be of any value.
At least he knows what his worth
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I mean, a teleportation, considering how much of this book involves traveling large distances to places,
yeah.
teleportation staff has got to be good.
Pretty good. You tell Lo Kaimar of your mission and of the events that have led to your meeting. He offers to show you a route through Ikara to the Hall of the Brumelmark, where Vonatar now resides as ruler, and if you can retrieve his guild staff, he promises to teleport you to the coast in time to rendezvous with your ship.
Sick.
Wow.
Excellent.
Could have just ignored him and gone past his door.
Yeah. For the first time since you fell into the Caverns of Kalte, you feel confident now that your mission can and will be successful. If you possess a glowing crystal, turn immediately to 267. If you do not possess a special item, turn to 44. We do not.
Wait, what?
I don't think we have a crystal pendant. This crystal pendant that we missed somewhere has kept showing up.
Yeah, well, it's the symbol of the
Yeah.
thing. Also, this is a different. I have turned to 192 right now, so
Really?
this will be interesting.
44. Follow me, says Loi Kaimar.
Oh, I see. This is they just did it in the
Oh,
separate
it's where
thing.
it gives you the choice.
Oh, okay. I've listened to the sounds of Akaya for over a year, and its secret sliding doors and hidden routes are no longer a mystery to me. I have learned more about these corridors and passages from the confines of my cell than Vonatar has discovered with all his cunning and guile.
Holy crap! He's mapped the place just by listening to the doors move from his cell.
That's wild.
That's
Hire
impressive.
this man
Yeah.
immediately.
Starts talking like a dolphin, and you're like, what is this sonar?
You follow the old magician through a network of secret passages and tunnels, up long flights of stairs and across chambers dark and cold.
Pulling countless levers.
At the top of one very steep staircase, you come to a stone door. A strange, sickly smell is seeping from a small crescent-shaped spy hole. The kitchens, whispers Loy Kaimar, showing his distaste for Akaya cuisine by sticking out his tongue and grimacing. The kitchens!
I'd rather starve.
Yeah. You can see that this secret door opens next to a fireplace with a roaring fire. Hanging over the fierce yellow flames is a large stone cauldron laden with bubbling gruel. 2 ice barbarians sit at a table nearby with empty bowls resting in front of them. You notice their bone swords are propped against the wall beside the far kitchen door. If you possess Graveweed Concentrate, turn to 79. If you possess a potion of Gallow Brush, turn to 157. If you possess neither... Do we want to fucking poison them or put them to sleep?
Huh.
I'm fucking poisoning their asses. 79.
Unless you want to save for something else, but
Nah.
yeah. Poison?
Yeah. 79. You open the door slightly, just enough to be able to reach in and pour the vial of Graveweed Concentrate into the bubbling gruel. You have not long to wait for the vile ice barbarians to eat what will be their last supper. Shortly after they have finished eating, you hear stifled groans of pain and choking sounds as the poison takes effect. Once you are sure they are dead, you enter and explore the kitchen.
Very bravely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chamber is small and surprisingly well stocked with herbs. Alas, in their agony, the ice barbarians have knocked several jars from the shelf, ruining their contents. These must have come from the trading post at Liuk, says Loy Kaimar, peering in with disappointment at the herbs scattered on the floor. He nevertheless takes several of the remaining herb jars and crams them into the pockets of his robes. If you have no weapon, you may take a bone sword from the dead ice barbarians. Modify your action chart accordingly. I don't think we really need a weapon, to be honest.
Do we have? Yeah,
We have
we've
our
got
weapon. We have a
magical
mace.
golden sword.
Also, we have, yeah. Are we ever going to fucking bring up the fact that we just walk around with a nuke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a little concerned because, like, if you have no weapons,
Yeah.
but
We haven't
we're always
mentioned the
supposed to
sword
have
of
a sword,
Summerlending
aren't
at
we?
all, yeah.
I thought we're always supposed to have that.
Yeah,
as
it
a
should be
special
always
item.
there.
I don't know. Whatever.
We have the summer sword of Summerlending.
Again, if we hadn't done the last book, I guess we wouldn't have had it.
Yeah, that's
but-
true.
Oh, okay.
We're on the same level as the Hall of the Brumelmark, whispers Loy Kamar, peering through a crack in the kitchen door. It's at the end of this corridor. 2 ice barbarians are standing beside the jewel-encrusted doors that lead to the Great Hall. They are covered from head to toe in strangely fashioned bone armor, and they are armed with crystal-bladed swords. The old wizard steps back from the door and says, "We must deal with them silently and swiftly." He takes 3 jars from his pockets and mutters a strange incantation as he mixes the contents together in a stone bowl. What the fuck are we doing this? How is nobody noticing that we're doing this?
Yeah, because I just picture these wide corridors and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
There is a pitcher of water on the table. He splashes a few drops onto the herbs and wisps of blue smoke arise. This will silence the guards if we can just get close enough to them. If you have the Kai discipline of camouflage and wish to use it, turn to 122. If you have the Kai discipline of mind over matter and wish to use it, turn to 228. If you have the Kai discipline of hunting and wish to use it, 347. And if you do not possess any of the above Kai disciplines, turn to 179. So it's either mind over matter or hunting. Mind over matter is never really... I mean, none of them
been
have ever
fun
been
to
wrong.
use,
Yeah,
right?
we'll use mind over matter.
Just the bowl just kind of floating through the air. You guys are like
Under their nose. 228.
I'm picturing you like it's going up in the air like a drone, and it's just flying over top of them and coming down.
You draw on all your powers of concentration to make the bowl of fuming herbs levitate into the air. Holy shit, that's exactly what we're doing. Once you have achieved this, you send it hovering along the corridor. You bring it to rest in the shadow cast by the pilaster, and then you watch its effects with great curiosity. In less than 1 minute, the Kalte's guards have succumbed to the effects and collapse limply on the floor. Now's your chance, whispers Loy Kaimar as he ushers you out of the kitchen. You approach the hall of the Brumelmark, undetected, and discover that one of the magnificent jeweled doors is unlocked. Drawing your weapon, you gently push the door ajar and enter Vonatar's chamber. Turn to 173.
wow, not saving this guy would have really changed a lot of stuff.
That's true. Probably wouldn't have been this easy. Yeah. 173.
Mid 73. Yep.
There's a picture. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, we went by this once already. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ugly sucker.
Uh-oh. The Hall of the Brumelmark is a vast chamber constructed of crystal blocks rising to a central plateau. At its center stands the Brumelmark throne, as old as Achaia itself. There, Vonatar sits surrounded by the stones and eldritch trappings of a necromancer. He is engrossed in study and does not see you enter the hall. He remains oblivious to your presence until Loy Kaimar unfortunately sneezes.
Fuck, dude. And all those herbs, did you grind all that pepper?
Bro, there's no fucking way that just happened.
I can't believe this.
I'd be so fucking...
Steak.
It's a big cartoon sneeze too, yeah. And I'm like, no. Do that thing, you know?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Who dares disturb me? Hisses Vonatar, rising from the Brumelmark throne, his eyes searching out an intruder. Upon seeing you, he emits a horrified gasp and fumbles for his black staff.
Gasp.
Yeah, he has the look of a criminal who has been discovered in the act of some dreadful crime.
Yeah.
Show me the porn, Vonatar.
He's like got all these tomes and stuff.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Shit.
what? I was looking at evil stuff. It was all necromancer stuff.
I was looking at We Rate Dogs, by the way. It's not nothing evil. No.
Oh, you still have a Twitter account? Ew.
Yeah, ew, gross. That's fucked up. Well, it's just I didn't want to restart. I just,
Too many followers.
Yeah. Quickly, you raise your weapon and climb the crystal pyramid. You know that you have but little time to reach him if you were to overpower and capture him alive. You reach the edge of the plateau in time to see a wide circle of blocks descending around the throne. Between you and Vonatar, a deep moat is forming. Then, from the depths of the moat, you hear a ghastly, inhuman gibbering. You brace yourself for combat, but you are totally unprepared for the horror that faces you now. From out of the dark slithers a huge, ghoulish green monster. Its deformed head is a mass of tentacles and suckers that ooze a putrid black slime. At the center of this writhing mass, a hideous yellow eye pulsates wickedly. Vonatar has control over this monster, and he is directing it to attack you. If you possess an effigy, turn immediately to 34. If you do not possess an effigy but do possess a summer sword, turn to 164. If you have neither, turn to 200. Well, we have the summer sword, so...
Hey, something about it's got all these tentacles and stuff, but also it's got little feetsies.
Yeah, it does have grippers, dude. He's got little beans. What is it, beans? Yeah.
Little toe beans.
Little toe beans, dude. The tentacle horror rises out of the moat and attacks you. You glimpse Vonatar raising his black staff and fixing his gaze towards Loy Kaimar. He is attacking the old magician with his mind force.
He's saying it too. He's like, mind force, mind force, mind force.
If Loy Kaimar is killed, the secret of the guild staff will die with him. Before you can attempt to save Loy Kaimar, first you must fight this monster to the death. It is an Akra Neanor, one of the undead. Remember to double all endurance points lost by this enemy during combat due to the power of the Summer Sword.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, now it does actually matter whether you do it in 5 rounds or less. So maybe we should actually do this fight.
What if we just roll a dice and 5 or below?
So what is this? So combat skill 23, endurance 50. I've forgotten how to do all the combat stuff. But
My combat skill is like 20 something.
Yeah, because you've got.
It's more than I haven't been keeping track of it.
You also have the combat potion that you picked up as well.
Yeah, so I could drink the combat potion, get a +5.
Yeah.
I have the helmet that gives me a 25. So if we're 0, right?
So let's see, so you have. Wait, so
I am just going to say, because I know that 5 rounds or less is probably the auto win.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm just going to pick that one because I want to see what
You
happens.
have so many combat buffs, I think, at this point that I think.
I think
it works.
I don't think it's.
plus you
many-
have the sword that does double damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine. So we'd be like +7. We'd be even. So if we're 0-0.
Yeah, +7. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it looks And it's taking double damage, so
Yeah.
I do think we handily win this. Because like if we roll anything over like a 6 and above, it's taking like 16 damage, and we're taking 2.
Yes, but it's like if you roll 0 for 5 rounds, you still win.
Oh, 0's the best one.
Oh, 0 is high in
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
0's good. So it's
But
like
if you roll like 1 for
if I rolled a 1, it still takes 6 and we take 5, but I would have to run multiple low rolls to really kind of lose that fight. And if we ever roll anything remotely high, it takes like half its health
Oh yeah. Okay.
immediately.
That's fair.
So I'm going to assume, since I'm so good at rolling dice, that
Yes.
I would just roll like 4 10s in a row.
You're very good at rolling dice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you both have noticed this quality that I possess. Yeah.
So what's this a turn to? 5 rounds or less takes us to
272.
272.
Yeah. Let's do the I mean, the combat, it's not anything. You just roll, and then whatever you roll,
I mean,
depending on,
I like the way they do the combat.
yeah.
That I don't know if you can see this very well, but oh yeah, I guess it's on this. It's on this thing too.
Just for fun, though, can you roll 3 times and just
Yeah.
see what numbers you get?
Okay.
Just roll 3 times.
I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 10.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
that would be a 3, a 1, and a 10 would be, it takes 10, I take 4. A 1 takes 6, I take 5, so I'm taking 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then a 10, it takes 22, and I take 0.
So that's already like over half its hit points.
Way more than over half,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
6
because it's at
plus
50, right?
It's 50, but it takes double damage. So it's like 10, 6, 11, 22, 30 something.
Yeah. No, you would win this in 5. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It dies. 272. Eric Estrada from Chips pulls in on his motorcycle and pulls out his gun and shoots the fucking monster 12 times. And you're like, how did you fit 12 bullets in that gun? And Eric Estrada looks at you and says, I'm the best. And then
Yeah.
he pulls a wheelie and drives off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you have-
one for the old
Did
heads.
you have a Chips motorcycle when you were a kid?
No.
I did. I think it was Eric Estrada on the motorcycle too. Yeah.
Eric Estrada, you're alive. I am. I'm also a magician and a cop. Boo!
Times have changed.
Yeah. As the vile Acra Neonor quivers and dies, Vonatar breaks off mind combat and runs back towards the Brumal Mark throne.
He and the wizard guy were like, they're doing that. It's that thing they do in like TV shows,
Yeah.
where it's like it's like a very inexpensive way of showing it. So they're like, "Whoa." But it's like, hey, this is great. We don't have to like hire a bunch of extras to do this fight.
They're like doing the thing where like 2 laser beams are contracting with each other, but we didn't have the budget to do the special effects to make the laser beams appear, so we just put them but pretend that there was a laser beam judging.
It's just facial acting.
Loikaimar is badly shaken, but at least he has survived the ordeal. Quickly, he joins you at the edge of the moat and casts a handful of herbs down into the darkness. What the fuck is going on?
Making soup. Darkness soup.
Delicious soup.
Within seconds, a mass of vines and creepers coil upwards and entwine to form a bridge. You are halfway across the bridge when Vonatar suddenly reappears with a crystal rod held high in his hand. He takes aim at the mass of creepers, and a chilling cone of frost hurtles from the tip of the rod.
So I assume if you had taken too long, what's his face would have died.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
If you possess the summer sword.
213, that's me.
Yeah, if you have a giant diamond.
You point the tip of the summer sword towards Vonatar's crystal rod. In an instant, the cone of frost arcs away from the bridge and shatters against the unyielding blade
Right,
of your
it absorbs magic.
of your wondrous golden sword. Vonatar curses you as, once again, the power of the summer sword saves you from his destructive magic.
Like, OP, not fair.
This is bullshit! Why, dude? Why can he do that? This character's stupid. I'm not playing this game anymore.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb.
Unbalanced.
Yeah. Can we get? I'm not playing until we saw fucking somebody patches this dog shit.
Yeah, nerf that sword.
Get this game out of my face, man. Fuck, I don't know why I play this. It makes me so mad. 252.
That's why I always say no items. File this.
Skiller sword, yeah. Skiller sword, by the way. Your time has come, shouts a voice. Unexpectedly, it's Loy Kaimar and not Vonatar who is speaking now. Uh-oh. A knot of herbs flies through the air and it hits Vonatar squarely in his chest. In an instant, the hunchback wizard is engulfed by a tangle of vines that ensnare him from head to toe.
Suck.
Oh no! It's not hunchback anymore. You know, we fixed his posture.
Back, sorry.
Loy engulfed the tangle of vines, ensnare him from head to toe. Loy Kaimar bridges the moat with creepers and joins you on the platform. Be sure to remove his rings and amulets, he says, as he busily searches for his guild staff. He is a master of trickery. We would not want him to miss the special homecoming that awaits him in Summerland. You marvel at the old man's composure. After such a desperate fight, he seems completely unruffled. Ah, here she is, he announces triumphantly as he withdraws his guild staff from beneath the Brumelmark throne. You pass him your map of Kalte and point at the location of the cardinal.
It's here.
Here.
Didn't
Imagine if
travel
you could
with
teleportation
friends?
work like that. You could just point at a map and you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
I think there is like at least I remember there's like a D&D magic item that is like a magical map that you can kind
You can
of.
point to and
Yeah.
you can just teleport there.
He's like, so did you come here on your own? You're like, yeah.
You walked here?
Yeah, all the way by
But it's-
myself.
but it's
no
like-
dogs, no people.
But it's like, yeah, cut to the other guys who have been traveling for like a couple days. They're like, I guess we're still going to the, like, what?
Yeah, what happened to the other three?
Yeah, no, fuck them. That's what happened to the other three. They're eating the dogs.
Oh.
I loved that our character, actually, it's really funny that we fell down that hole and then our character's like, well, can't go back. And we did yell for a little bit, but
Yeah.
then we just fucking just started walking.
And you left like at night,
Yeah.
right? And then like fell in the thing. So they wake up and you're not there.
Yeah.
Although like they're like your like local guides.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're like, kind of go home, I guess.
Yes, fucking,
Do you go
yes.
back to where the ship is and tell them it's like he left or he died
Yeah.
or something, but that's it.
All right. There she is. Yeah. I'll not be needing that, he replies, a little contemptuously. Maps are invariably wrong. I much prefer to rely on my own sense of direction.
Good for you.
The old magician raises his staff and a dazzling beam of light shoots from its tip. He makes 3 wide sweeps of the air, and the hall of the Brumelmark is transformed into an umbrella of spectacular color. Turn to 350.
Transformed into an umbrella of spectacular color.
Yeah.
He sends you entirely in the wrong direction.
As the colors fade, you become aware of a sudden drop in temperature. You find yourself standing upon the Lyric ice shelf at a point less than half a mile from where the Cardinal lies at anchor. Loy Kaimar and Vonatar are close by, both shivering in the chill morning air. Bet you wish they had some fucking mittens. Mm-hmm. I got some ketamine. You want to warm up, brother? Or what? Within minutes of you are sighted by the ship's lookout, and a longboat is dispatched to collect you. As a wriggling Vonatar is hoisted unceremoniously aboard the Cardinal and deposited in the brig, the captain is the first to come and congratulate you on your feat of skill and daring. But how did you manage to return so quickly? He asked incredulously. We were not expecting you for another 10 days. Let us say, interrupts Loy Kaimar, that the wisdom of the Kai and the lore of the Magician's Guild, when working in tandem, can surpass the limitations of even time itself. Cool explanation, old man. Yeah.
What?
Captain's like, so you teleported.
Yeah.
No! Who told you? Look, let's just say... A puzzled expression crosses the captain's face, but it is gradually replaced by a smile as slowly he begins to understand the magician's curious answer. Your journey to Art Anscaven is swift, but you find it difficult to think about anything other than the sad fate of the brave guides that were left behind.
Yeah.
And the damage Vonatar's tyranny inflicted on the Kalte's people. No doubt they will continue to consider the Summerlending as natural foes for decades after what just happened in Achaia. You cannot help wondering whether you could have handled your mission in a better, nobler way. Your arrival is...
What was not noble about the way you
We
handled your
ran from
mission?
every fight.
Yeah, we didn't fight anybody.
Yeah. Shit.
We did poison those 2 dudes in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, whatever, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna stumble upon a bunch of them lying on the ground, seeming like dead.
Yeah.
And then just a big cauldron of bubbling whatever. It's like, well, I don't know. Did they eat this? Ah!
Yeah, we probably got way more than 2 people with
Exactly.
that group. Yeah. Your arrival in the port is greeted by an anxious crowd. They fear that your early return is a sign of your mission's failure. When the news of Vonatar's capture becomes known, your warrior skills are required once again in defense of your enemy against the seething mob of outraged Summerlending that assault Anscaven jail. Oh, safe passage is eventually secured to Toran, where trial awaits the traitor. Upon the dawn of the feast of Maesmarn, in the depths of the guild hall of the Crystal Star, Vonatar the traitor is tried by the High Council of the Brotherhood and found guilty of all his terrible crimes. He is led away in silence to the deepest chamber of the guild hall, wherein lies a shadow gate. It is a portal of total darkness, a door to an eternal prison from whence none have ever returned. That's fucked up.
That's a lot nicer than killing him.
All right, off to the Phantom Zone.
We just put him in the fucking poo box. Occasionally, every couple of weeks, we drop a new batch of scorpions inside.
They just want to make sure that they've got him for they can bring him back if they want him for a future.
You are the avenger of his crimes, and by ancient right, you are the one who cast the wretched traitor through the Shadow Gate to the place that lies beyond this dread portal, the limbo of the Daisy Yarn Plain. Your mission is now complete. You have survived the Caverns of Kalte and freed Summerland from the menace of Vonatar, the traitor. Congratulations, Lone Wolf. Your king and your country rejoice in your victory and salute your skill and courage. You have triumphed in the icy wastelands of Kalte and brought great honor to the memory of the slain fellow Kai. But now, there is a new and challenging quest awaiting you. If you have the courage to accept this challenge, you may now begin the quest in Dun Dun Dun, the Chasm of Doom.
Nice.
That one was fun.
Easy book for literate babies.
Yeah.
You literally one fight in the entire game, and that wasn't. And I mean, we fudged that one fight.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually have to fudge any fights other than
I like that they give me most of the ones where like, if you want to avoid the fight, you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I was really hoping it was like a portal of eternal darkness for which there can be no escape. Stay tuned for the next book, Escape from the Portal of Darkness.
That's pretty much what they just said. We go into the portal of darkness. Yeah. All right.
So now obviously there was that dude who said, I'm innocent and I'm in this pentagram.
Yep.
We aren't going to go back and try to find out if he was a real dude or not.
No.
Clearly got all the help he
I'm
needed.
curious. You guys can go and look on it online if you want to see if you see what
happens?
what could have happened in other ways, because there was a couple of interesting, because there's obviously there was somewhere to get a key and maybe somewhere to get like a glowing crystal.
Yeah.
Well, that crystal pendant's come up a couple times.
Well,
that was in the
crystal
second
skull-
book.
There's a crystal pendant and there was a glowing crystal, which
Yeah.
I think might be different. I don't know.
Oh, one thing I did want to know. What's on section 192 in the book? If you open to 192. Because Paul's was a thing that said that it was... you like turn to 192, and there's two choices to make.
Yeah. Across the causeway, another doorway slides open to reveal 4 ice barbarian mutants. They immediately shuffle towards you as if you were already aware of your presence. Yeah.
Okay,
Interesting.
So a completely different thing that would happen
Yeah, I guess.
in 192.
There's some mutants, dude.
So there's a weird...
So there's a discrepancy there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few. It's interesting to see the differences in the. There's only a very The first.
Okay, apparently the guy in the pentagram was a Hellgast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
he
so
would've been
funny.
like, surprise!
Yeah. And then if you killed the big snake, you would get the key. Is where you got the key from.
Oh,
Okay.
and what about the? And then there's like the statue that was like, there's somebody.
Oh, there's a.
When you
I
get
think there's
inside.
just an ice demon in
So
there.
presumably there's an ice demon inside
Yeah.
who tries to possess you, and you have to like fight
Yeah,
them.
I would assume so. But I mean, we have a magical sword that shoots nukes. You know,
Yeah.
we don't really have to worry about much of anything.
Yeah,
Alright.
the fact that they put that guy in the pentagram, but they didn't put like the wizard
Yeah.
in the pentagram, which should have been
Dude,
kind of an indication.
if that's
too.
not a ringing endorsement for the jar dilemma, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the ice demon in the thing gives you the effigy.
Oh.
Because it was laying on the statue was laying to
Ah,
begin with.
so yeah, okay, that makes sense. So if you hadn't played the previous books, you wouldn't have known about the stay away from the ice thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have had to fight that guy. You get the effigy, and then later on, when you fight the big monster, you have the effigy to help you out because you don't have the summer sword.
Yeah.
That's actually quite nicely done.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I see you.
that is some nice.
I think these books are getting better. That one felt way better than the first two, I think. That was definitely more interesting. Than
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, you travel over land, you
The-
find a bush or something.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe it's like a video game thing or like just sort of an old school thing. But I do have a fondness for the sort of dungeon crawl style thing.
Yeah, and at least it didn't lock us into a maze because we know we were feeling like, oh no, we're moving around in this space, we're climbing, we
And
don't
there-
really get it, and it's
And
like,
there was a couple of little sort of mazy. There's like, do you want to go left or right?
yeah, what's that gonna mean?
But it wasn't like you go left, you go right, or you're back to where you were before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't like a real maze.
Yeah.
Which is
sort of the
great.
bad things is pretty cool in the first book, but that one definitely felt more the vibe that I was hoping for. I mean, that's why I liked, like, you know, Fairy Mound was just one big dungeon. All those old books. Yeah, if you're like, we've done probably about
Probably a dozen.
10, maybe close to a dozen
10
of
or a
these.
dozen, yeah.
Somewhere, and they're on their Tabletop YouTube page. So if you like this and it's the first time you've ever watched us do one of these, but we have a bunch of other ones. And there's one for a book called The Fairy Mound of Dragonkind, and that I think is the best book we've ever done. That one is my favorite as far as like the content, the way it like operates, and how dumb it is. It's very good. Yeah.
And actually, A Million Cats and Typewriters mentions that we do have the collector's edition. It's a bit of a shame with the timing because we have the collector's edition of book 1 now, and something that people have brought up is that the collector's edition of book 1, separate from the other books, is actually quite a bit different,
Oh,
or at
really?
least it has some differences in it. Like for one thing,
Like during the prologue,
rather than just like you're out collecting twigs and stuff, there's actually like more stuff about, you actually like see the battle at
present
the
for it.
at the Kai thing, and you have to
Oh.
like have some fight stuff there.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
they actually added a bit more stuff,
Yeah.
but from what I can tell, it's only the first book that has like a ton of differences in it.
And
I
the
think-
end is expanded. That's interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And you get a proper fight for the ending.
What was the one with the door? What was the one where we just bashed? It was a fighting fantasy book.
It was, yeah.
I don't remember which one it was. There was one where I bashed into a door and I died.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't like make a decision.
No, it was roll.
That was
dice.
just like roll and
I just rolled like one, like 5 times
yeah,
in
you
a
just
row or
rolled
something.
really badly, and it's like every time you roll bad, it does this much damage
Was
to
that
you.
the Shamatanti Hills?
I think that was Shaman Tanti Hills. Did
Yeah.
did we even finish that book? I have no idea.
I think we did.
I
No,
thought
I don't
we
think it
had.
was. I don't know. I think it was just one of the random fighting fantasy ones, but
Okay.
maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, there was one that was the lever was a knife covered in butter. I can't remember which book that was. I
No,
forgot
it was,
about that.
Yeah, there's one where there's 2 levers.
Yeah, and one was a
and
knife.
one was a trick.
yeah.
And the guy and like to find out which was which, there was an old guy in a jail cell, like a ways back.
Yeah.
That you were like, nah.
I just walked by him. Yeah. I do remember the
Because
lever
the
that was
previous
just a knife
guy,
covered in
because
butter.
there's also like an old guy who you were like, I'm gonna help him, and it's like he bites you.
Yeah, there was that one. That was the one where you memorize the spells.
Yeah, that's the sorcery one.
Yeah, sorcery is cool.
That's a really interesting aspect of it.
Yeah. You learn spells by finding words out in your adventure.
Yeah, we sort of decided not to continue on with the sorcery series, partially because it's almost like too good in the sense that it's like it sort of crosses that uncanny valley between entertainingly bad and sort of it's like, oh, this is actually just like kind of cool.
Yeah, the thing is like these books are like great when they're good, but they're so much better when they're just old dumb fantasy. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe we'll go back to sorcery at some point. There is also like a digital version of the sorcery books.
We haven't added all of our game book library to Board Game Geek. So if people are out there being like, oh, I played one back in the day and I still have it and I want to send it to you, or that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Your best bet is to just email me at info@loadingreadyrun.com and just say, hey, I'm thinking about buying you guys this or doing whatever, or filling out the library. If you just be clear about what it is that you're offering, and then I'll let you know one way or the other if we have it or not. Like I'm not gonna. Eventually, we'll get these all up into our Board Game Geek listing if they have them even listed on Board Game Geek in the first place. But it's just better to email me and ask me and be like, I'm interested in buying you guys this set or this specific book, or sending you this one that I have sitting in my shelf or whatever. Just ask first so we don't end up doubling or tripling up.
And man, if there's, I haven't been able to find any, if there's any more books like the Catacombs books that have that like. Those the Catacombs books have this sort of those like every
spread.
Every page has those full spread images.
Yeah.
And it was great because those ones were like, you looked at they showed you the room and everything that was on there you could interact with.
And it was like, if you want to go to if you want to pick up the thing, if you want to do this, if you want to do this, it was just a really cool way of doing it.
Yeah.
If there seemed to be only the 4 of those that were ever printed. But there was a 5th one that is was like in development but never actually came out.
We didn't ever.
But if there's any other books,
one.
that are sort of like in that realm that have that visual aspect, it's always good.
There was that spy one we never finished. We could go back at one day because I don't remember anything about it. The only thing I remember is that one time we came out of the shower naked and we shot a guy because he was in our apartment.
Right.
We're like, hey, fuck, what the fuck? And bang.
Yeah, we haven't really tried. Like we did the Highway Warrior one.
That one was great. I loved that one.
But other than that, we haven't done a lot of non-fantasy ones.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, and we do have, do have like a couple books. Like we have some like Marvel, choose your own adventure type books, stuff. Now there's that distinction between like the choose your own adventure, which are just like the choose things, and the actual like sort of more lone wolf fighting fantasy style, where there's some more kind of RPG aspects to it. Which I think, I mean, we avoid the RPG stuff, but it also has the like items and things, which I think is more interesting. But anyway, also I do very much enjoy that because Choose Your Own Adventure is actually like a copyrighted series.
Yeah.
That everyone has to come. There's like make a decision books or choose a way to go.
Yeah. I like God, now I just lost my train of thought. We do have a set of books by
Pick a path. Yeah.
There's a set of Choose Your Own Adventure books that we have for another thing that we're gonna do soonish by Gary Gygax.
Yeah, Sagard the Barbarian.
Sagard?
That looks
Sagard the Barbarian. Those ones look
very,
proper goofy. Yeah.
Old school like Conan style.
We have 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
The first 3.
We have the first 3, so we've got something planned for those ones that we're gonna do.
But anyway, these are always interesting to play, and that was a lot of fun.
I like that one.
We'll be continuing on with the Lone Wolf series again. If you haven't seen the other 2 things and you enjoyed that, you can go on to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/LRRTT, or yes, LRR2025 is our tabletop channel.
Yeah.
And you can see all of the Dice Friends things we've done, but also there's a playlist specifically for this stuff. And then this will be added to that, and we'll probably do another more Lone Wolf stuff in a little bit. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Now, the next thing that's going to be in here, or the next thing that we're going to be broadcasting, was going to be Heather was going to be playing some Duck Detective.
Yeah.
That was scheduled for 2:00
Yeah.
though. So we're going to take a break now, and then maybe we'll decide on something to fill the time.
For about 40 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. But in any case, we are continuing with the Sub-A-Thon. You can see there, we've only got 7 hours left. We've hit our cap. We've got 336 sub points left to get our ice cream party. To be clear, that's a party in which we get ice cream. That's not you don't get ice cream. You don't get ice cream.
We get ice cream.
Yeah. You can have ice cream.
Yeah.
In fact, you should have ice cream because it's great. But that is just a stretch goal that we have, that you get to give us ice cream.
Yeah.
Which, thank you very much for that.
Appreciate it. This amount of support every year at one of these things is like so bizarre. It's you don't want to assume it. You never want to be like, oh yeah, we'll cap this thing easily or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, I always walk in with the expectation is like, okay, well, I have to deliver on anything I do to hope that I know we all walk in there with this, so hopefully everybody has been satisfied with what we've been doing this week, because it's always a little scary because there is that situation where you're like, we load up a Sub-A-Thon and we just make it like 3 days or something. And you're like, fuck,
And then,
we have those like internal discussions, like what are we gonna do? And as we stop.
Yeah. So it's always a little scary when you do stuff like that. It's like the same kind of feeling that you probably get before a desert bus, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, what if we don't raise as much as we have?
The nice thing is we did that 1 year. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was Desert Bus 10 where we actually raised less than we did the year before.
Yeah.
And it was an enormous release valve, because for everybody who stayed involved, it was just like, and now we see what happens. We end an hour earlier or whatever than we normally would. And it just kind of felt like, that can happen and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's
It's not that
okay.
bad.
And then the year after that, we raised like way more, and it was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
And it's still just as much.
it was 11.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We'll take a break now, and we'll see something else will be coming in afterwards.
Thanks, everybody. That was fun. Mwah.